Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone.
Double honors.
Honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And I wanted to talk about, because you had a video with this guy, Captain Tazaria. Yeah, and then he was running with this old doctrine, which had its place. But you see the way the spirit works, man. The spirit works where things are revealed more and more. All right, so we can't be stale. We can't be stagnant in the spirit, man. You can't be stagnant in the spirit. You got to roll with the spirit of truth as it reveals itself.
Because it's the whole point of growing, right?
Yeah. Now, this simplicity of just saying, well, if a guy's from the continent of Africa and he's dark skinned, he's a Hamite.
How?
That was great for like 30 years ago to lay a foundation.
With limited understanding. Yeah.
With limited understanding, but it's 2026 now, and we have more understanding, more wisdom, and more discernment now to move past that. Because was Africa the land of Ham historically? Absolutely. You go into the give me Genesis 32 and 8. The Lord divided to the nations their lands.
Oh, Deuteronomy
32 and 8. Did I say something else?
You said Genesis, yeah.
It's alright. My bad. Right? The Lord did give certain lands onto certain peoples. Right? So we're talking about Mizraim, right? Mizraim had, so-called upper and lower Egypt. That area there was Mizraim, and the Philistines, because the Philistines were actually Egyptians, if you didn't know that. The Philistines weren't Canaanites, they were Egyptians, which is a nomen omen, because the name Philistia means foreigner. So they were basically like a foreigner living, who had inheritance in their brother's land, basically, because they were surrounded by Canaanites in the land of Canaan. Right, so you had the Canaanites, which was that area where Israel is. Then you had Mizraim. Cush was that what they call like around the Horn of Africa kind of thing. Yeah. So Cush was there, like Ethiopia. Then you had Put was like in that northern Africa kind of region. But if you look at the size and the size of Africa as a continent, man, bro, it's a vast continent, and what you're gonna find out is that the land wasn't completely filled throughout all history with Hamites. But yeah, in the beginning, that would be accurate. If someone from there, they got to be a Hamite because that's the lands that they were originally in and where they were living. Let's get that.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 8, and it says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Right, so he didn't divide, the Lord did divide to all the different nations their inheritances. Right, and these inheritances were small according to who they were back then. But you remember that the whole of the land of Ham wasn't claimed and wasn't being lived in. Over time and over centuries, different Hamites and different people have migrated to different places and lived there. Just like Asia. Just like the Americas. Right? Now, these guys are saying that they acknowledge that Jake went down into the land of Ham. So you're talking about North Africa, Central and West Africa, right? And formed kingdoms there. And these kingdoms weren't no small little amount of Jake. And Jake weren't there for like 10 years.
Like 1,000 and something years.
Jake was there for like 1,000 and something years. And you know Jake, bro. Jake don't play. And they weren't no condoms back then. So Jake was doing their thing, man. And that land is a fruitful land. So anytime you got food, and you got Jake, you already know what time it is. Yeah, man are popping them out, pop, 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 pop. So you're talking about fasting forward to the time of the 14th century in these areas. You got massive amounts of Jakes living in West and Central Africa, going on the different names. They weren't all one homogeneous block saying these are Jake. No, they were going on the Ashanti, some of them calling themselves Igbo, and then it was all different names and different kingdoms. It wasn't just one kingdom of Jakes and then everyone else is Hamites. There was Hamitic, kingdoms. There was multiple Jake kingdoms. And what you find out if you go and you read into the history is just like with Gad, because the same thing happened with Gad. Gad wasn't just one block that all identified themselves as one. No, they had different tribes that, and they warred each other. Listen, we're not here to sugarcoat. We're not here to sugarcoat Jake, yeah? Certain of them tribes were warring each other.
Yeah.
Just like when you go down to the Americas, certain of them, man, when the Spaniards turned up, they were warring each other too. You had different kingdoms amongst them that had come up and they would conquer this kingdom and so forth and be sacrificing each other and doing all and killing each other. We're not here to romanticize our people as if they were living over there in the Americas singing Kumbaya and keeping all the laws. Because if they were keeping, can we get that? If they were keeping all the laws, the curses wouldn't come upon them.
You know, that was the intention why the 10 tribes went over to the Americas and that in the first place, to keep the laws, such commandments, that they wasn't keeping around the heathen. They thought, if we stayed away from the heathen, we'd be all right.
Well, let's get that.
But that weren't the case. We was the issue. We was always been the issue. And so we still went away from our power, even we wasn't surrounded by heathen. You know?
Actually, you know what? What's one that's more on point? You get the one about these are the 10 tribes that went over to the Americas.
That's second Ezra.
Yeah, and then I'll get more to the point. Yeah.
It's the book of Zephaniah 3 and 10. From beyond the river of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring mine offering.
Right? And so the Lord already spoke about us coming from all these different lands when the Lord's going to gather us up because we're scattered.
Yeah.
Right? And that means, I know we was talking about the North Africa and stuff, the West and the Central, but we was pushed down all the way. Because Jake moved, man. Yeah. Jake moved. Right? So you're going to find Jake down in South Africa, you're going to find him all in these different regions, man, because that's how the Most High ordained it.
There's a lot of Jake, man. Nigeria is like crazy million. Populated, man. That's one of the biggest nations, man. And there's better than Nigerians as Jake, and we could prove it, but let's keep these precepts rolling, man. And we got a few testimonies too, because a lot of the brothers in the camp here is Nigerian, Ghanaian, and all that kind of good stuff.
This is 2nd Esdras 13 and start from verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land, where they took this counsel among themselves, but they would leave a multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country, where never mankind dwelt.
That was the Americas, man, and they went there by boat. Now, all that Bering Strait is all lies supported by evolution and the principles of geology. Oh, the Ice Age, in the 8th Ice Age, all this bull, it's bullshit. That ain't real. Oh, because the natives themselves recorded that they migrated north across the north across the Mississippi, not south. So they came into the Americas and they migrated north up into the Americas and even onto Alaska. And it's not the other way around. And that's why there ain't no connection between the Mongolians, and the South Americans. There's no connection there. In culturally. It's not the same people. They're just taking the mick. That's just Esau throwing mud out there, as usual.
And it says, verse 42, that they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
Right, so they went over there to keep the laws, and they did for probably for a while. But we know Jake. You know, the stony heart. It's a reoccurring theme in the scriptures that Jake would do well, but then they'll corrupt themselves and go off into the ways of idolatry.
I say they want to start making golden calves and stuff like that, and things like this. These are the type of things that would have happened among them. Bringing idols back into the world, basically.
And with the idols comes what? Corruption, murder. Well, basically everything that the scripture says not to do, which was happening. Now, I must say this: that don't mean that every crazy account Esau came up with is correct. Because we know Esau be running the PR, innit? You get PR'd. But the reality is that they were going off. Because if they weren't going off, then Esau, Edom wouldn't have been able to come in onto them and do what he did.
That's right.
Right? And even Esau took advantage of those what's it called?
Divisions between the tribes.
between them. They did the same tactic that Julius Caesar did against the Gauls. You know, Julius used the infighting between the Gauls. That's how he conquered Gaul. Because there was no way the Romans would have conquered Gaul if they all stood up together. The original divide and conquer goes back to Julius Caesar. It's the same tactic they use against the so-called Native American Indians. They use one tribe against another. That happened to weaken them. All right.
Verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow places of the river. For the Most High then showed them signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Asareth. And then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the high shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sowest thou the multitude with peace.
There you go. So this is talking about how our people got over to the Americas, and they weren't saints over there. They were going off, right? And that's why the Lord sent the devil upon them, and the curses came upon them and consumed them.
And again, it's the reason why these are the people who, like Columbus and these men, encountered when they got there. It's why he brought Hebrew interpreters, because they knew about these scriptures already, obviously. You know, so they weren't expecting no Mongolians.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? They expected Israelites, basically. Right? So that's why they took these interpreters with them, because that's who they was expecting to see when they got there.
And that's not to justify Esau, because Esau's the wicked, okay?
Yeah.
Jake didn't do no crime against Esau. The point is that Jake committed crimes against the Heavenly Father. And the same thing goes for Jake that was in West Africa. When you read the history, same thing. One kingdom of Jake were warring against another kingdom of Jake for hundreds of years before Esau even got there. So when you go into the history, by the time Esau got there, they were all weakened by years and years of war, which is where you get this whole thing about prisoners of war. A lot of Jake that were being sold into slavery were prisoners of wars between the infighting between Jake, not just Hamites. Jake would capture other Jakes and sell them into slavery because it was like a normal thing that if you go to war and you conquer a man, the prisoner of war becomes a slave.
Yeah.
So even you have tribes that were not only selling slaves or becoming slaves themselves, like the Ashanti. The Ashanti were sold into slavery, but the Ashanti were also known to be slaves as well. Because why? They were beefing with other tribes.
But Zaquan, this is the thing. It's like, although not to that level, but Jake be doing the same thing now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let you be caught up in the ops, and then Esau comes round. Right, the ops are gonna give you away. They're gonna hand you over.
Well, Jake have the infighting to this day, the gang violence and all this. This is just another exhibition of the same thing that was happening. They were doing it in Europe. They were doing it in Europe. Joseph? Ezekiel 7.
Yeah, I've got a precept afterwards.
Joseph, yeah.
Genesis 37, 36. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were contents.
Right. Now, you get a goofy Edomite gonna jump up now and say, oh, well, because it's been said for a long time, oh, it was the Hamites that sold Jake. And there would have been. But it was also Jake too. Jake was selling Jakes as well. But guess what? That's why we have forgiveness of sins. That doesn't justify Esau. It doesn't justify Esau in any way, but that's what they're going to try and run with. Oh, well, they'll say, well, black people sold black people. So what? The scripture says thou shouldest not have. That doesn't justify you.
You're meant to be better, right?
Yeah. You're still guilty. That doesn't work. You're involved in an illegal enterprise. You're still guilty.
Oh no, I've got something else. Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon thy ancient thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke.
Right. So don't think Because Esau's a master of trying to twist and run narratives, try and weasel out. But there ain't no weaseling out. But we gotta say it like it is, because we don't need to hide from the truth. The truth is that the Jake do evil to Jake every day. It was Jake doing evil to Jake, reason why the Lord sent the devil on us in the first place. And Jake is still doing evil to each other. But guess what? The Lord said this: all sins are forgivable, except for blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. So even the Jake that's doing evil to Jake can be receive redemption of sins. But you Edomites, you can't. And that's just how the game.
No place of repentance.
No place of repentance. So we saw it with tears. So the game is the game. Yeah? The game is the game.
And the rules is the Most Highest.
Hey, you got the Latin tribes putting each other in slavery to this day.
Man, I've got man in kitchens.
Yeah.
You know, I need some mad shit.
So
you
like
know.
this ain't nothing new.
But they gonna be the kingdom.
Grab this afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I can. It says Ezekiel 39 from 23, a few verses. It says, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, right, which the title of this one's Israel Restored. It says, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and be jealous for my holy name.
Because when you break it down, which we're going to get into a bit later, even them guys in West Africa that took part, they ended up being colonized. They ended up being colonized anyway. That's why they're here. That's why we got brothers that's here, because it goes into the Commonwealth and the British Empire. Same with the French. The French over there and colonized and put hell on dudes there. So they didn't escape judgment. The curses still fell upon them.
Quick one, just to back up what I was reading as well, because like I was saying, yeah, you know, we was doing wickedness, but we got mercy. Basically, we can get mercy, right? So it's the other nation that needs to be concerned about what they've done, right? And Baruch chapter 4 says this: miserable are they that afflicted thee. So upon hearing what we just speaking about how wicked our people were, yeah, sure, right, and we're gonna pay for what we need to pay for, but ultimately the Most High is gonna deliver all his people, right? But miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of a great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High Yahweh.
Yep. I'm glad you bring that. You know, while you're there, on the same spirit that you're coming with there, Jeremiah 25 and 15, just to reinforce that the Lord, you could be going off, and the Lord will use another nation to, as a whooping stick, and then turn around and put judgment on that other nation, because they weren't right either way. So that I'm going to give the example 25. I'm going to give the example of the Babylonians, because Jake was going off and being wicked, committing murder, being corrupt, and the Lord sent the Babylonians against them, and it was justified to send them, but the Babylonians themselves weren't justified. Let's read it down.
Jeremiah 25 verse 15 says,
You know Esau, boy, he gonna try and squeeze out. You see them brothers said that hey, but
you might want to, but the Most are not allowing it. He's zooming up to us.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't get out of jail free card.
You can't justify yourself to us. It don't matter. There's the Most High. They said, look, man, you ain't getting away. Simple as that. But Jeremiah 25 verse 15 says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink, and be moved, and be mad, because of the sword that I will send among them. Then took I the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all nations to drink unto whom the Lord has sent me, to wit, Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation and an astonishment. So we drank that, right? Yeah.
Got precepts afterwards.
An astonishment and hissing and a curse as it is this day, right? Saying we're in that condition, right? Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and his servants, and his princes, and all his people, by Egypt.
So he used Babylon put hell on all kind of just like Esau. The Lord used Esau to put hell on all kind of nations, man.
Yep.
But beginning with who? The Israelites.
Yep. And all the mingled people, and all the kings of the land of Uz, and all the kings of the land of the Philistines, and Eshkelon, and Azar, and Ekron, and the remnant of Ashdod, Edom, and Moab, and the children of Ammon, and all the kings of Tyrus, and all the kings of Zidon, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan and Timah, and Buz, and all that are in the utmost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the desert, and all the kings of Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near. So I mean, like that's everyone. That's everybody, right? Whether named or unnamed, everybody, right? This is one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world. It's like, no one's left out. No one got left out, man. Which are upon the face of the earth, and the king of Shishak shall drink after them. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, drink ye, and be drunken, and spew, and fall, and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thy hand to drink, then thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. Right? So you can refuse all the words that we prophesying unto you, man, but it really don't matter. Because you're supposed to reject it. Oh, I don't want that. We don't blame you. But just like us, we didn't want to go into slavery like we did, man. But we had to. Right? And we've suffered for such a long time now, but it's your turn. It's your turn now. Right? So yeah, of course you're going to run away from judgment. Again, following that spirit of Cain, you're going to run away from judgment, man. But you have to eat it. You have to drink it.
Can I grab this real quick on what you said, Zakwan?
Go on.
It's Deuteronomy 30:7, and Jehovah thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right? So we didn't get away. The curses are upon us still to even this very moment. Right? And they're lifting off of us at this point in time, as we're waking up and stuff. But the majority of people are still catching hell. Because they refuse to acknowledge the transgressions and repent. So they're still catching hell.
So we go Jeremiah 49:12. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink the cup, I was sure the drunken.
So why is that? Why was you not meant to drink the cup? Because we were meant to be the Lord's righteous people upon the earth. We weren't meant to transgress like that. We was given the Lord such commandments to rule, to have rule over us, to do good. Right? So we weren't meant to live like that. But because of sin, because of transgression, because of this flesh, we went off, man. And so we had to drink of the Lord's judgment. Because he told us, he outlaid it for us, man. If you don't keep these commandments, this is what I'm going to do to you. Whole long list of things. And surely he has done that. He made good on his word.
When you're done, real quick, get 12 and then we can leave that.
Get
the verse 12.
Verse 12.
Yeah, because it hits the point we was making. Because the Lord said, let's get that.
Yep. Back in Jeremiah 25, verse 12, and it shall come to pass when 70 years are accomplished that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, saith the Lord Jehovah, for their iniquity, and the land of the Chaldeans, and I will make it perpetual desolations.
Right, so the Lord already prescribed that everything the Babylonians were going to do, he was going to use them for, but they were still going to be punished after.
Yep.
Like after they've completed and been on their run,
Yep.
then it's going to come upon them. So the same thing applies to you. You Edomites are like the Babylonians now. The Lord used you to come up against Jake, right? Use you as a whipping stick, but you yourself, you're not justified.
Yep.
You yourself are filled with iniquity. And you acted with iniquity because you didn't do the things you did out of a righteous heart. You did it out of an evil heart. Yep. So you're going to be punished, man.
Yep.
Go on.
The one you speak of Edom. It's Amos 1:11. That says the Lord, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword.
It's like we mentioned, like Jacob's in the Americas, man. They moved off. You know what I mean? Who came to see us? Satan, Esau. He pursued us. He's like, I'm gonna get my get back.
And they sent the cup, and you know, you got these Edomites now. They want to act like after they've done, they still do dirt, and they still got trained killers to do their dirt. But Esau, the way Esau tries to paint himself is sickening, because they act like they're the super civilized people and everyone else is violent. But what must not be forgotten is the way they spread themselves throughout the earth was pure badness. It was pure badness, man. They were, and they didn't send the It wasn't the soft youths they were sending out on them boats around the world. It was the low-level, cutthroat criminals, because they were the ones that had the stomach to do what had to be done to establish the empire. Now, I was watching a film last night. I watched it. It's called the Bluff. It was on Prime Video, man. Word to Prime, man. Send me my piece. Yeah, yeah. And I'm watching it, and it's all about in the Caribbean. You know, you had this gal, obviously, running with the gal thing, and she was a pirate captain, and she's on some badness, but she changed her ways, blah 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 blah. And you had this other captain that's trying to get his gold back, and blah 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 blah. But one thing they showed you in the thing was the pirates were now wanted by the empire. They all had a massive bag on their heads. And one of the characters, the main captain, is saying, listen, man, the days of the pirates over. We got to try and get like a pardon and just live like a normal person.
International law now and all these things.
Yeah, but they were wanted for mad crimes. Like just, but man said, listen, man said to man, how do you think the empire was built? We're the ones that built the empire. We're the ones that helped set up these colonies and kept them and settled them and kept them the way they was. And I'm like, okay, let me go look that up. And it's known in history that these buccaneers and these privateers were later now called pirates. These guys were agents of the empire. The empire was paying them, okay, go set up an outpost over there, and they'd be the ones to go and gut who they got to gut and kill who they got to kill, even against each other. So when they were trying to take places from each other, they'll use pirates. So the Spanish against the British and whatever.
And they operate with no laws. They're law to themselves.
Yep.
But all they were told is you know do this thing by any means.
And they were doing it because there weren't no one there to see CCTV that thing. So it's the same thing happened in the Americas. Like a lot of them guys that were on the frontier were just criminals, man, and cutthroats. And that's how they established themselves. And then once they get the land and the money and they got their kids there, then all of a sudden they become civilized because they ain't got to kill no one no more because they killed everyone. So now their kid gets to go to college. Meanwhile, so now, fast forward in time, you're an Ivy League guy, you ain't never had to do no crime, you're living in a nice, well, you've done crime, but when I say, you never have to get, you do a different type of crime now, because you're still on the white, and still doing madness, but I mean, you ain't got to be doing the ghetto crime. You ain't on the ghetto.
He's upscaled.
You're upscaled, right? And then if you trace it back to your great-great-granddaddy, he was an actual criminal that came out of a prison somewhere. He was an actual criminal that was gutting people and doing all the madness that you're turning your nose down at Jake for doing on the streets. That's how you was established. That's how you got your land.
That's right.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Right?
There
He
you go.
ain't the savage he used to be.
Yeah,
They got a suit and tie now.
They go private school. Now they could outsource that now. Their family outsources that. That's why they got the United States military for and mercenaries. They don't do that.
It's legal now. It's legal. They're into legal stuff now.
Or when you talk
They just pay for it, and then so that's when you see these men turning their nose down at people, acting like that's not the root of where they come from. They were murderers, the wild, wild west murderers, man, killers.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 12. Right, here, there you go. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establisheth a city by iniquity.
And it weren't that, and it's even remember, it wasn't the upstanding citizens from these countries they sent out to the frontiers, man. These were the guys with nothing to lose. These dudes are just low lives. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing to lose, a lot to gain.
Yeah, exactly. So they could take the risk. Man that's rich ain't taking the. Rarely will a guy that's rich taking the risk to go. No, he'll pay an agent.
It's a financial risk. But
They'll fund it. They'll fund it, but they ain't going themselves. So these men did do the killing and the raping and the murdering, and then when they finished killing and raping the natives, they were killing and raping each other. They were killing each other to get dominance over this piece of land and that piece of land. And they show you that in their westerns. Man would just come into a bunch of outlaws, and the outlaws would probably take over the town, and then now they're in-laws. now the bred that was the killed everyone that was used to be in the town, and they'll just make up a story. Oh, the Indians did it. It was an Indian massacre. See? No, when it was really them. They killed man to get the gold. Now man's a sheriff. This one's the mayor.
It's just a town of thugs.
And then even in Game of Thrones, my man said that. He said, you're all turning your nose down on me. But guess what? Your great grandfather was me. You're all Upper East. But how do you think you got this great house that you had? Someone that was just like me, going around killing and murdering and doing what, because that lawful thing don't work if you want to build yourself up. This reality of this world, if you want to build yourself into something, you got to be willing to put a gun to a man's wife's head and make him sign a contract.
But this is the whole thing of taking things that don't belong to you, because that's how you got to work. You have to work this way.
You got to do that.
You got to work this way, man. Because other people already in possession of these things and you want it, right? So what you got to do?
The wild
You
west.
gotta go in.
Man's going to come and kill you.
That's it.
What they call it, the survival of the fittest.
Right.
Really, it should be called the survival of the most evil. Whoever's willing to do the most evil in this world is usually the one that wins.
These are the wicked that prosper
They prosper.
in this world, man.
It's like, you know when you ain't got no rules to the game,
Yeah.
that's the guy that usually wins. Oh man, we don't shoot on Sundays. Man, had to get rid of that. Because the guy that breaks that rule is the guy that's going to win.
Yeah.
They showed you that in The Wire. The guy that's willing to be the most ruthless, the most demonic, and take it to, I don't kill children. All right, cool, fam.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You're being held back.
The most evil you could do is the guy that wins. And that's Esau Edom. He ain't got morals. If you got morals in this world, you've already lost, bro. You've already lost.
It's like these villains that come from these different universes, isn't it? Oh, your emotions make you weak. All these things you care about makes you weak.
All that
He's not got
matters
no
is winning.
emotions, bro. He just doing man
War
in.
crimes. Whatever, man. The win, and then we'll decide what the war crime is. Man.
Yeah.
Now, that's not saying to go like, because we ain't trying to win in this world. Right. We know we've already lost in this world. Because we're not trying to establish ourselves. Well, I'm just telling you the truth. You want to win in this world, you got to be a liar and a cheat. You got to be willing to scumbag and sacrifice people, sacrifice children, babies. You got to have no morals, man. You got what they call it? You got
Abandon humanity.
what's that thing called? Cremation of care, bro. You got to have no care, bro. Oh, what? There's asbestos in that? Yeah, but how much we gonna make for it? Forget them, man. Them man gonna have to eat that asbestos.
Like the new one with the granite. Is it the granite? The
Yeah,
granite
tops
tiles.
or something.
Yeah, man's already got his peas, bro.
Yeah.
All these men are cutthroats.
the
East
cladding,
India Company was a gangster company, man. Gangster company, and they would do brutality to keep the natives in line. Strap them to cannons and all sorts, man. Now these same men that are living off that East Indian money, knife crime. Them Negroes in London are doing knife crime. But the man's granddad was blasting man out of cannons, bro.
That's like, I've never touched a knife. You have service in West Lake.
It's sacrilege. Violence. It must be their low IQ. It's like, bro, come on.
First one. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 3. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be moved.
And that's why ultimately these everlasting houses that these Edomites have built for themselves, right, are all going to fail. They're all going to fall. They've tried to distance themselves from their brutish past, but it's all going to come back to bite them anyway. All these guys that made all their money like on the plantations, and then when that era was done, they put the money into the workhouses. When that era was done, then they slid their money into the industrial thing. And when that's done, now they slid it into tech. And now it's all clean because they make chips. Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying? They think they're cool now.
It's like when Jake tried to go legit after selling
Yeah.
crack on the street.
Bro, it's well known. There's many families in this world that got where they got to because their granddad was a criminal, a drug dealer or something. The Bushes were pushing opium. Let's not play about, man, but the Lord knows. So ultimately, you might establish yourself in the short term. It might be for a few generations. But the Lord's going to end up sorting you out. So your house is not going to be an eternal house. You're going to go out with like the Targaryens, man. We're going to be wiped out in the end.
I got one. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. I'm going to get it in the NLT. And it says, judgment against wealthy oppressors. It says, what sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking of evil plans. You rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out, simply because you have the power to do so.
Yeah, like when they killed all the buffalo. That's another. What was I watching the other day? I was watching something now. What was it? A clip from that Dutton Ranch or something. Man said, they killed all the buffalo because rich people in New York wanted their tongues and they wanted to wipe out the Indians. Man, wickedness them man did to get the land that they got. Now they're good farmers. You don't kill after people. Now you're just a farmer. It don't work like that, man. But you farming good.
Just a block, right? From Europe, right? From was it Spain they sell from or wherever, Columbus and these guys, right? The plan to go to the Americas and take that land when you knew there's people there already, right?
Inconvenient.
It's a big ass plan. You know, it's a big ass plan to take this land and the resources, bro. And you knew you was gonna murder millions of people.
Bro, a whole industry. You're talking about the shipping insurance industry, ship making industry, weapons making industry. Whole industry in money was invested into going and conquering those lands, man. And they got so much peace back, man. There's people that make a living from trying to find them ships, the ones that sunk with the gold on it. Because if you find one of them ships, bro,
Living a good life.
Pirate treasure.
they were taking a whole bunch from them lands, man.
Precept, if I may, this is Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High requireth that which is past.
The Lord's gonna require all that. The Lord cares about your ill-gotten gains. Because as we broke down in camp many times, your whole kingdom is ill-gotten gains. It's one criminal activity that funded another. These are the facts. So your whole enterprise is sullied.
Compound.
Even though you try and run away from that and try and make it look like you guys are clean, you're not clean. Everything about you is dirty. You're no different than the mafia family.
I'm a philanthropist now.
Tony Soprano and them, man. Yeah, you're no different to them guys. It's the same principle. All your elite families are criminals. All the families below them are criminals.
I'm at the
And the
gate
families
now.
below them.
I'm at the gate now.
Yeah, now just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back. Hey, the Lord gonna pull you back in. The Lord gonna say, hey, listen, you got time to get dirty.
The
again.
receipts is all there, bro. The long money trail of blood and there is there. It's the most I never forgot these things. But you want everybody else to forget.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna go out
And
like
focus on other people because you're in a position you don't have to live getting your hands dirty. That's why the scripture says so they can set their nest on high. Now you can live in Beverly Hills in that area. You're looking down on man that live in the ghetto when the ghetto is where you came from. And I'm not talking about the super elites. A lot of these mini families that are millionaire families, bro, their parents were prisoners, bro. That got sent over to the new world and they managed to get a piece of the new world. And that's how they got a foothold in the world. Even one thing I was watching, the guys like we come here to get a better life. And my child was like, why would anyone want to go all the way? Because she's watching it like it's all wildernessy and all. Why would you want to go there to have a better life and you've come from England or whatever? And I had to explain to her that's because that motherfucker was down bad in England. That's a dude that was living in. Oh, actually, I forgot. There weren't no slums in England or nothing like that. It was only when black people come here. That's when shit went downhill. There's never been slum. Everyone was living like no, bro. No. These men were down bad. That's why they jumped on the boat for a chance of getting a better life. Because when you went over there, you could become a lord. You could become a landlord. If you played your card rights, you might become an indentured servant, but you could work your debt off. And the hope was once you work your debt off, you can get a piece.
Anyone could say that's economic migration.
Exactly.
But it's like anything. You get into these, these business opportunities. You get in there early. That's when you're gonna make the money, right? America was that opportunity, man. Yeah. No one was there, and it's so fucking huge. Yeah. Like I've got to get something out of this, surely. Yeah. So the man left. He get shit in England.
What's that movie, The Revenant?
Yeah.
Going up into Canada, and then the money they were making from getting the resources out of Canada and the furs and all these different things. Yeah, so if you're down bad in London and you got no hope because the system that is running is that there was no hope of transitioning. If you were pretty much like it is now. Yeah. If you was like in a lower class, you were staying there. But the empire or the expansion could make it where you could be a lower class individual, go to America, go to Australia, and there's a big chance that you could end up elevated. Because now in the new world, you got land now, whereas back home you had nothing.
It's like, but when you see a lot of these like Edomites that are leaving the West, right now, that's kind of like what they're doing in these third world countries, man. They're going to these third world countries and living like kings. They're able to get the best land, able to get the fat yards, get the slaves on top, right? You know.
I've got something real quick. This is Christopher Columbus, or Cristobal Colon, wrote in his 1492 logbook that the native Taino people he met in the Bahamas had no iron weapons and simple spears. He noted that with just 50 men, the Spanish could easily conquer the local population and force them to do whatever they wanted.
What was on their mind already? What was on their mind, man?
Jesus
Taking,
man.
killing.
They're
They
good
love that
Christians,
guy.
man. Yeah, and they love him. They said he was an they run the narrative and change the wordplay. You know, oh, they weren't invaders. Here it is. If you come over and you're an asylum seeker, they label you an invader. But Christopher Columbus wasn't an invader.
Right.
He was an explorer.
He's an explorer.
Bro, these man.
He discovered
say it. But anyway, going back to the original point we're trying to get to, man.
Dirtbag.
It wasn't every Jake that. It was impossible to take every Jake from West Africa and bring them over to the Americas, bro. We already was there for like 1,000 years, man. There was millions upon millions of us there. So there was still a lot of Jake there, and there's still a lot of, because they've been multiplying since then. So you got all these places like Ghana, Nigeria, like there was some other spots down there, man. Liberia, Congo. These places have got millions of Jake. Now, you can, if you want to be simplistic, you could say, oh, well, just Africans and the West Indians don't like each other. And you'd be right on that. Yeah? You'd be right on that. No,
Benjamin had been mad on.
I'll 100% tell you that my grandmother still says some prejudiced stuff.
My mother says prejudice.
Bro, and it's not as bad because now obviously she knows because my woman's mother's Ghanaian. Yeah, but and they get along. So and they get along, but then sometimes she'll say stuff like, I'll be like, let me go just buy this fried fish from this Ghanaian spot. She's like, I don't want no fish from the African spot. Yeah. But it's like, but what are you talking about? But a lot of that was ingrained into them. On both sides. They had that ingrained into them. But guess what? Their children and his children are like this. This is a fact. Like in London, most groupings of Jake is Nigerians, Ghanaians, Jamaicans, and it's not like men are like the Somalians. Obviously, they're by themselves. They only have so yeah. But if you look at most places, yeah, they might have more of one than the other. Obviously, like certain areas, yeah. But the culture itself now is mixed and fused into one. Afrobeat, you go to a rave, they're playing the Afro beats and dancehall, and there ain't no difference. The vibe just goes all night. It's when I was growing up, man, used to go to Duke's yard, and it's like, because Duke's Ghanaian, it's like, what's that? Plantain, dashing, yam. What's up with the fuck, man? Like, damn, it's very similar what's happening here. And the more you hang around, the more you realize that you might speak a different language, and there might be certain small cultures, just like there's little small cultural differences between a so-called West Indian and American. There's differences there.
But then there's similarities, like man, we're getting circumcised and all these. There's all these common things that we also hold.
And the vibe, this is the spirit.
Yep.
The vibe between is the same. The way man plays sports, like, cause he was talking about the Greek freak. That ain't no Hamite, man. That's a Jake. He got the same spirit, same vibe. Like, man's like the same music. We like the same type of food. To the most part. You get me? Like, bro, what are you talking about? Half of the camp here is Nigerian or Ghanaian. And the other half West Indian. And you wouldn't even, because we just vibing like it don't, none of it matters. We just the same in the spirit.
But using that excuse, they don't get along on these types of things, that's not really an excuse, because the tribes of Israel didn't always get along anyway.
Bro, there's places where Hispanics and Jake don't get along. Does that mean they're not the same people?
But this is what I was thinking about, because obviously in London, like, bear the same, family, like Benjamin or whatever, you don't get along, right? But I was even thinking about this account between the Ephraimites and the Benjaminites, man. And they're catching man out because how they said a particular word and stuff, man.
So that, but that means they weren't Israelites. So that's that whole idea of two groups of people don't like each other or have a little schism doesn't necessarily mean that they're not the same people.
Family. Half my family don't like each other.
I mean, if you look at the patriarchs, technically, the patriarchs sold their brother into slavery.
Yeah, we brought it out.
The patriarchs
So you're being disingenuous, man. if you actually look at even the music world, bro, West Africa took over for a long while.
Yeah,
They've been on a run. Like, let's keep it real. Hip hop died, blood. And hip hop is only where it is because they got the American system pushing it. Let's just be honest now. In terms of music, the real music that's been running the streets has been Afro beats for a minute. And it went from the Nigerian thing to the Ghanaian thing, probably back to the then the South African thing, jumped into it. What? That's Hamites. You be on YouTube watching them raves like, oh shit, I need to go to one of these I'm a piano things, but I'm a piano. That's only Jay. They don't have Mike coming up with I'm a piano. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with them long ass intros and shit. Just waiting for it to drop.
It's a vibe, bro.
Just waiting for it to drop. Yeah,
The
bro.
intro is way too long.
But guess what, man? It's that African American exceptionism. A lot of them don't want to accept that. Man ain't the only one with the vibe, bro. There's plenty Jakes all around the world that got the vibe, bro. They got their thing going on. But them man act like it's only the American blacks. Bro, open your eyes and stop being so
Insular. Because you sorry if I can say, because you mentioned it in the chat about the whole thing with the soccer, right? And I remember reading something before about just how America, because of the way it's structured, Americans are very insular. Right, all of their information's from inside. Where it's like, of course, football is the biggest sport in the world. Like, how do you not know that?
Bro, look at them, Jake in France. Yeah, you telling me that was it? The 2008 theme? Was it the 2018? That theme tune was lit, bro. Every man wanted to be friends. Bro,
That was a banger, bro.
that was a banger. What, you telling me those are Hamites? Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Come on, man. Behave yourself. I know bear man from Cote d'Ivoire, fucking Cameroon, and if you remove their accent, in fact they're cool with their accent, but the ones that are boring for accent, you guys wouldn't even know. That's the worst thing about it. You man didn't even know Idris Elba.
Yeah.
I bet you Tazara didn't even know Idris Elba was a Nigerian. He thought he was just a Jake, bro. Yeah? The dude from 12 Years a Slave, the other Driss, I don't even know where he's from, blood. Some Neek. What's the other one?
Which one?
They had playing Snowfall. Damson, yeah, that's a
He's
Jake,
from
bro.
Peckham, bro.
Nigerian, bro. And them Nigerians are new to them areas.
Yeah.
You get me? Because it used to be just Jamaicans. Then all the Nige man moved into South, man. But guess what? It's the flowing. There ain't no war between. No, them man just join in and all in the same gangs. Rockaby, remember Rockaby School and all that? They used to beef. The Jamaicans and the Nigerians used to beef. Then as they got older, them man are all in the same gang.
Yeah. Dudes are dating his sister. That's how it
Bro,
goes,
bare Jamaican. I said about the Jamaicans. Jamaicans and Nigerians are the same, just with different languages. Loud, bossy, rash, stereotype. That's the stereotype, right? And what you find is the Nigerian gal don't want to deal with a Nigerian man, but they'll deal with a Jamaican man. And the Jamaican man them don't want to. The Jamaican guy, there's bare yardie gal that are with Niger man, and it's crossing over. So there's bare people now. Oh, my dad's Nigerian, but my mom's Jamaican. And am I lying?
Bro, you know, it's funny that you say that. My nephew's 16, but I've seen with that new crop of Jakes, 17, 18, they got bare mixes now, bare flavors. Like one is half Mali, Ghanaian, one's like half Portuguese and Cameroonian. I'm like, shit, all these mixes wasn't here in the early 2000s. Like.
I got a quick one. Ciroc, 13 and 15. Every beast loves his like, and every man loves his neighbor. Shalom, bro.
So obviously, so we're talking about what Jake being scattered, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're talking about, because you know Tazara tried saying that the Greek freak is a Hamite.
He just stop, man. You know? That guy's a Superman. You seen that nigga, bro? Bro, that guy just, bro, look, man. Can we also get that one? All flesh consorted to his like.
That's what I got.
That's the spirit.
Ciroc 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't fake spirit. Like, that's something you cannot fake, bro. You know, like, especially, you know, like at work or the plantations, and even as brothers with kids. You know, even these school assistants. Sometimes you're like kids' friends. You know, because they've lost their parents' tongue and accent. Like, because like they've lost their parents' like tongue and accent. People are like, hold on, I thought this guy was like Caribbean or whatever it is. But then you find out he's Ghanaian or whatever it is. Because it's the same spirit. Well, even that big nigga boxer from over here, a fucking Anthony Joshua. You didn't believe he was a Nigerian until we said it, man. Everyone thought he was like a tall, perfect Benjamin or something from like south somewhere. And then as he went on the international stage, he came out he's like a Nigerian, bro. You know what I mean? And you know what? That same dude, you know, he's saying that. If he saw Anthony Joshua, he'd probably ask for his picture, bro. You know, right?
All flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like.
Yeah, and it's just that's something you just can't help. Just remember, so whether it's school or you're at the first day on the job at the plantation, as soon as you go to that canteen, you're just looking around to find Jake, and 9 times out of 10, if you're so-called a Caribbean, you end up vibing with. You know, Nigerian or Ghanaian or whatever.
Bet than trying to vibe with E.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, bro. Man can't fake spirit, bro. And it's like, you know, Jake trying to get technical, you know, because Jake had this doctrine of like, just the ones that went into the ships are Israelites. So all the Israelites physically went on the ships. It's like, it's not true, bro. Bro, Jake came in from what the East Africa, north on down, and each stage Jake left and had a settlement in cities, all down to the west, and that's the scripture speaks about the dispersed of Judah, man. Like how you can't even count that. Exactly. So how much more all the 12 tribes, man? You know, right up.
This is
You go first, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54.
Yep.
So that the man that is tender and is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Yeah, and like even if we take it to the streets, the gangs, it's the same people in the gangs, bro. Like whoever is like here, a lot of these gangs is Jake from the West Coast and Benjamin. You know, because you know over here in London, that's our bulk, innit? And then obviously you have the Turks, they have their thing, Greek gangs. It's all Jake, bro. It's all just niggas, bro. All of them have a skin fade too, bro. It's like whether it's a Turk with a skin fade or a nigga with a skin fade. It's the same, Albanians, you know what I mean? Well, it's the same, you know what I mean? And now they're even starting to have in the single players. I've been seeing little Turkish boys with Chief Keef. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that, bro.
It's true.
We've been seeing little Turkish Chief Keef and shit. Because it's like the thing I've clocked as well. The West of Jake culture exports faster as well. Like for example, you know in Babylon you got the Crips, the Bloods and that. There's niggas in Ghana call themselves Bloods and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like that. The West of culture is always spread fast. Like, bro, even remember that time in Seoul, bro. Yeah. Remember we was in Seoul. You know, we're in certain environments. It's just a goop nigga, bro. They're sent to Central C doing the sturdy and shit.
China Mac Jakes.
Yeah, that's it. Because you can't fake.
You can't,
You can't fake that, man. Hold on, bro. That more on that, bro?
Yeah, it says his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Yeah. Oh, and even that ties in on to the point that we was talking about. Yes, like there's tension between a so-called West African and a Benjamite, even Caribbean. That ties into the same kind of aspect because they're scattered, but the curse still sticks. Hey, like even this, but a lot of them KKK that was were burning Jake and shit. But a good part of them was also scattered Jake too. You know what I mean? And it might sound spooky to some people, but bro, there's niggas now that will shoot babies, bro. In the hood.
Look at them Hispanic tribes, man.
Yeah, look at them Hispanic tribes.
What shit they be doing, man? You say, you know, certain of the videos, the filleting,
Yeah, oh yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, wow. Them guys are going off on
Yeah.
that.
So you'll be like, I ain't trying to get involved in the gang stuff, and then your mom's head comes up on it in a package, man.
Yeah, it's dark like that, bro. It's dark like that. You know?
And rob her too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, postcode wars.
Postcode.
You know, you got even going back to the Dark Ages, you had the Vikings,
Yeah.
Anglo-Saxons, you know,
Yeah.
and that was pretty much, you know, Jake ruling throughout the Dark Ages,
Yeah.
man. Just pretty much, you know, one area taking over another area, beefing, constant beef.
Yeah, beef.
You know, constant raids.
Yeah, raids, yeah. Ride out. Basically, they were doing that. Let's ride out, bro, niggas. They were riding out, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of them Dark Age families that was warring, a lot of them are cousins and shit. And, you know what I mean? A lot of them are linked up further down, up the line. You know?
Infight.
Man. You know?
Yeah, and even when you watch, what was it at the end of that movie? Was it Apocalypto?
Yeah, yes.
You see how off them tribes are going. And then what came on the shores at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
He saw this shit.
So this
You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, because we were going off, man.
Yeah.
The Lord, pretty much. See, that's the power of the Lord. That's the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. He can raise up the basis of men to come with, you know, men with suits of armor.
Yeah, to
Swords,
come take you out.
to come take your ass out, man.
Yeah.
Even though we're stronger than them, you know,
Yeah.
mentally, physically, spiritually, the Lord can still raise up the basis of men to come and take us out.
Yeah,
that's
that's
the power of the Lord.
That's
This
That's
the
why
man.
you got to fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know?
And that's why it's about being spiritual as well, man. Because look, just because a 9-foot Nigerian in school took your crush, and it burnt you in school, it don't mean Nigerians ain't Jake, man. You know, no, because you know, like
Nah,
at
Jake-
times some
nah, Jake, dude,
some
yeah.
tensions that you might have had with them in the world, you want to bring it in the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's why, like I always used to say, man, just because of how a man speaks, like this brother here, he's from Tanzania, he might speak in a certain way. A meathead will be like, oh, he's a hammer. Everyone has an accent. You know what I mean? Like here, what I'm so-called British. If I go to
Black British.
I'm black British, yeah? You know what I mean? If I go to Congo, I'm gonna sound to them weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Foreign,
They'll call me a foreigner there.
Even if you go back to Ghana.
Yeah,
If I
bro,
go back to
especially
Jamaica, they don't call me foreign.
bro.
It's the same shit.
You're
with
a
that.
British boy.
Bro,
English boy.
English boy, bro. It's the same thing in Ghana, man. Every time I'm there with them, man, like they'll be chatting, they'll be speaking about me. They'll be saying shit like, "Look at this fucking this guy's from the States." And I say, "Listen, nigga, like I can't understand your language." And like, "Oh shit," I said, "Yeah." But I went to school here, and they're like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, bro. Like I didn't know that. Like you're from Ghana." Like, that's what they do, you know. Bro, and you know what's funny, man? I tell you a funny story, man. I remember last year when I was in Ghana and my bird that was on the beach, yeah. And these jakes from Ghana approached them on the beach playing music, yeah. But they were chatting to us in Pato, and they was like, yeah, man. And I was like, bro, I'm Ghanaian, bro. But they couldn't help stop speaking Pato. So they was like, yes, man, it's good to come back home to Ghana, man. I'm like, brother, so why are you talking in that accent? I'm Ghanaian. I can speak tree. And it's like, but he couldn't shake the accent because he's Benjamin in his spirit.
And a lot of them artists over there,
A
you
lot-
wouldn't even know the
dancehall,
difference
yeah.
between them and the ones that's in
Yeah,
Jamaica.
yeah,
You
yeah,
wouldn't know the
yeah,
difference. They've got
yeah.
it on lock,
Yeah,
the way they speak.
it's the same. It's
Crazy.
because it's the same people.
Yeah.
Like even this, right? Like us, yeah. Like meat, like in tree, the actual word tree, meat means is nam. So like nam. And so what does Benjamin say? Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I want to have some food, and they'll use the same word, nam. You know what I mean? Even if you look at the flag of Jamaica and you compare the flag of the what's it called? What's it called? Like a Ashanti tribe. like in Ghana, it's the same color scheme. They're the same people. They're the same people, bro. And it's all throughout. You know?
You said?
Yep.
Romans chapter 8 and verse 16.
Yep.
The Spirit itself
Yeah, look.
beareth witness with our
The
spirit
sanctified.
that we are the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah. So it's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? It's a spiritual thing.
Same colours, Jamaica.
That's why those same groups of people vibe with the Bible. Like really, listen, plantation Christianity is dead. The only ones keeping it, you know what I mean, alive is Benjamin and Jake from the West Coast. When you really think about it, like these Edomites ain't in them churches, man. It's Jake that's keeping it, because guess what? They vibe with the book heavy. You know what I mean? So that's why most Jakes from these places have like names from the Bibles. John, you know, Manuel. You know what I mean? Everyone, bro, you've met at least one Nigerian called Emmanuel. You know, that's a fact. Because they're the same people, bro. So if you can't see dudes like that in the Jake, man, then you're just in darkness, bro. Right?
This is Isaiah 11 and 11. It talks about the restored remnant. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar.
Yeah, so in all these lands, man, whether it's Bangladesh, you know, whether it's Pakistan, there's Jakes everywhere. We're actually the biggest nation.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually really the biggest nation.
Because when you just look at things, I like to think about like trade and how people used to trade back in the day. It was a thing, you would go to a particular nation, you read through the scriptures, there are certain things that, say for instance, I think it's cinnamon as an example, that's not native to where we are in Israel, right? So that would have been a trade mission. What do Jake do when they travel? To this day. To this day, Jake goes somewhere, what the local gals say. Do their thing, pop some seed, and then they may be there for a little while, find out that, oh shit, she's pregnant, and maybe stay or whatever, what have you. Even if they leave, their son is now there in that land. You know?
No, but they showed you that Salak.
No, go, bro.
They showed you that in the was it the movie with was it Spike Lee, the Five Bloods?
Yes, yeah, Five Bloods, yeah.
The army man that went to Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah.
You know, and then his thing that he popped, he said pop seed.
Yeah.
Because Jake do pop, they drop seed over there. You know what I mean? And he said, his booting that he popped seed, he dropped seed in. She said we weren't even fit to clean the toilet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of the the youth that she had was basically dark skin over there in Vietnam, so they weren't even really accepted like that. You know, we weren't even fit to clean the toilet. You know, so basically, is that my daughter? Like she was all grown and she looked good. And she hugged, she was Papa and all that. She hugged her. They reconciled and that or whatever. But he just dropped seed over there during the war.
Yeah,
so that's what happened. Jake just get down. They be all up in the bars. You know, because what else you gonna do when you go to war? You gonna find a local town.
Comfort women's a very common thing,
right?
Especially when you follow the American military, right? A lot of them, that idea of a comfort women, where it was like, okay, there's a military base, and then there is a brothel nearby. Like it's actual, you know.
Like I was even having a conversation once with my mother. I think either in World War I or World War II, I think she's got like a great kind of uncle. He was stationed in Burma back then.
Damn.
So what was he doing in Burma? I'm just gonna wait till I get back.
But my body.
You know what I mean? So man's got probably some extended cousins in Burma.
Yeah, you're gonna see something with a fat.
She's definitely a Jake.
You're gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
Sitting there like,
that's it.
You won't battle hard.
Who kind of testosterone?
You teed up, you could die tomorrow. You could die tonight. It's gonna be your last night.
Go straight in the womb. You know? Like bypass everything. It's right there. Like, you know what I mean? For real, bro. It's real like that though.
Yeah, but people forget and Jay, we moved around when we was around, right? And we did the same things that we do today, right? Is the same. That's why there's judgment coming around this time. Because just like how Jake was wicked back then, Jake is wicked now.
Yeah.
Right? Just like how you had the prophets back then, that's how you have the prophets now. You know?
And it's something I always say. You don't know how far back the scattering goes, bro. The scattering goes like someone may be dark as me now, but in Greece, your ancestors look like so-called white. But then before then, he could have, you know what I'm saying? I actually saw a video of a lady that in Wales actually, she was doing a documentary, and she's doing a documentary like on her family, parents' side. And if you see it,
Because of the wind, if you could just
Okay.
move forward.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? If you see her now, she looks completely white, but she was talking about her family that's from Cape Verde that went to Wales and settled in Wales. I didn't know that. You know, there's a big community of people from Cape Verde who was settled in Wales back in the 1900s because you know places like Liverpool, Cardiff, Bristol, all them places were like key for trade. So imagine that us brothers, you know, strolling in Wales, you know, at different times in history, and then just seeing her fine thing. She probably, she, you know, you might think it's a white girl, but she got some shape to her. But these times, her people go back to Cape Verde. So the scattering goes far back, man.
This even in the law. This is Deuteronomy chapter 21, right? Verse 10. When thou goest forth to war against thine enemies, and the Lord Yahweh thy power have delivered them into thine hands, and thou hast taken them captive, and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and has a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head and pare her nails.
Yeah, man.
And she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month, and after that thou shalt go in unto her.
So that 31st day, right? That 31st day, bro. As soon as the sun's going down,
Yeah, that's it, man.
and then you just make it happen, bro.
Make it happen. It's in the law.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying? So that's like Razal Mother was saying, we're men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen.
It's gonna
man.
happen. It's
Unless you like some backwards Edomite. You know what I mean? And you
I'm not doing it.
no, slap me.
It's like,
You know what I mean? You gotta get slapped just to get it up. Weird.
People like that. Well, even you remember the scriptures with David and Joab, when it's for that season, for the
6
men.
months.
Yeah, they slew all the guys that Edom, the men
yeah.
that Edom. So what do you think happened? Oh, I'm not gonna touch nothing.
Come on, man.
Bro, come on, bro. Like even after doing, sometimes after working out, you be doing your push-ups, pull-ups. You feel invigorated.
Yeah.
How much more seeing seeing people who you hate get slayed? It fucking invigorates you, man.
Yes, it was especially if you got like one of them, you know, maybe bathing you and that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Wiping you down, giving you a towel or something.
I'm thinking
And
about.
then you, ooh,
Yeah.
You gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I'm thinking about that picture from the Moors. Remember the Moors?
Yeah.
The day the King's
Oh
Court.
yeah, that's right.
He's just in the
Yeah.
bar.
And they were getting it
They're
in.
getting it in, bro.
Yeah, them Moors are getting it in.
The day the King's course. And someone can find that picture, man. You know, and guess what, man? That's coming back, bro.
Yeah.
That's coming back, bro.
So them women are gonna be getting in order, man.
In order.
Quick. Because
That's
guess
no
what?
choice.
Yeah, because of the drafts, there ain't gonna be no men around.
Yeah, they're gonna be. Get that.
Imagine that.
Ezra's 15.
Yeah, second measures. There ain't gonna be no men around. They're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be looking for them men.
Yeah.
7 women, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're gonna have them by their heels and their pink foot.
Yeah.
You're gonna hold them just like that in the air, like, you know what I mean?
Damn, bro.
Damn, girl.
You fine as hell.
Yeah.
I got quickly Isaiah 4, right? Yeah. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7
You know
women.
Can you read that in
NLT?
Yeah, NLT. It's actually.
Alright, in NLT. And in that day, so few men will be left. Wow. That 7 women will fight for each man. Wow.
shit, man. Alpha male strategies.
See?
You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be, bro.
Big guy.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, bro.
I'm getting tired of this guy. Yeah.
But it's saying it, like, yeah, that's it. That's how it's gonna be.
It
It says in that day gonna be so few men left. Go ahead, huh?
Yep, it says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man.
That's how it's gonna be, bro. And guess what, man? Like, especially amongst the brothers, the only ones that's gonna be mercy is women that come in a humble spirit.
That's right. We ain't gonna have no feminists.
That's it. Oh, you duck. You know them bitches get the fake
Oh
lips.
man.
Them
BBLs.
Yeah, BBL girls.
10-inch eyelids.
Look at that duck.
Walking around.
You see them like swans.
Pathetic. Like Katie Price. Have you seen her recently? When she's
Terrible.
She gonna fucked herself up, that Katie Price. And her lips are, her face is messed up. This is what I'm saying. This is what kind of demons get limelight out here. It's ridiculous. And you got young girls looking up to these little sluts.
Yeah.
Or big sluts. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. And now you know Kim Kardashians of the world.
Yeah,
Now she's with Lewis Hamilton. All of a sudden they're taking pictures. And guess what she's known for? Getting slid all over the camera.
Yeah.
You know? I hit it first.
Ray J.
Ray J. And this is completely out of order, man. So these women get platforms and they be getting power, but they be getting idolized, man, for being whores. That's how you know it's a demonic realm. Because that ain't going to be happening in the kingdom.
Hell no.
Talking about, I don't want no scrubs. Women get that right now. I don't want, they can play, and Esau, he actually pays for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He allows them to come up with lyrics like this and push lyrics amongst our people. I don't want no scrubs.
To raise degenerates from the youth. Yeah.
And that was
Katie
back in the
Price
day.
is hard to look at, man.
Oh man, it's disgusting, isn't it?
See her, she like,
Oh my goodness, what is going on, man?
she's hard to look at, man.
Look at her.
Terrible.
Finished, man.
Absolutely terrible.
Now the women are looking like
Unacceptable.
Transformers.
Right.
Women are looking
The
like
lines are so blurred. The lines are so blurred. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous right now.
I mean, bro, it's even human.
Whoa, man.
And plus, you know, like as the brothers are saying, you know, now these pills, man, you know, the fucking Ozempic and that,
Yeah.
it's making people lose muscle
Yeah.
That's why
and
she's
bone,
looking
man.
like-
Liver,
Ends up
kidney,
in America.
Liver, kidney, yeah.
PRJ's living life. You know, she's all through.
To be honest,
She's stuck with it.
like, he's cool with me because he got the best version of that.
Yeah. He
Like
got
the
it,
first stage when she was
Right,
at,
before she got fucked up.
yeah, and now she was, bro, she ruined herself.
He got the page 3 version.
Yeah.
I got a scripture.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about of thy backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a
Yeah,
man.
and guess what, man? It ain't supposed to be that way. Like, that whole spirit of being a feminist, you know, bro, that's all played out, man. Because guess what? When them lights go off, bro, you know what I mean? All you're going to hear is just bare people opening zips, bro. So, I mean, that's what's going to happen. Like, these barbaric niggas coming out of jail and shit. As soon as the lights, like, all you're going to hear in unison and zips opening. Because all these dudes coming out of jail, that, you know, in the
Even
purge.
neighbors.
Yeah.
You know the purge.
Yeah.
It's my night. Diego's night. You know, that's how it's going to be, bro. You know? And even on social media.
Then you're gonna hear.
That's what you're gonna hear out here, man. Well, even on social media. Remember many years ago, there was that bitch who's like a model, some OnlyFans model. She got stalked by some dude who was really into her.
Yeah.
Thinking she was in Memphis somewhere. She stalked her and he came and popped her and took her out.
Damn.
Because especially with how the social media is, everyone exposes too much information about themselves.
Yeah.
So people are very easy to find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the dudes have tracked. They pinned your look. Oh, they've used Chat GBT. You know, you might take a selfie like at a local coffee shop next to your house. The dude's already gone and Chat GBT and he knows where you are. Where is it? And he's waiting, bro. You know, so that's what's gonna be happening out here, man. You know, so that whole being look, feminism is gonna change in one day. 1 hour. You know, do you remember in COVID, was it COVID or was it during this crisis? You know, girls was doing all of that memes online, like, oh yeah, when they were talking about drafts, they were saying, yeah man, if I get drafted, I'm gonna go in the kitchen straight away and start cooking for my man and all that. Yeah, no, because that's what happens. Yep.
Book of Isaiah 32, Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as river of water in a dry place.
Yeah, and really that man is a man of the Lord. You know, for a certain group of women, that's the Lord is gonna give us. But all you Instagram baddies and you ain't getting shit. Like a silverback escapes a zoo gonna fucking put you in a headlock, man. That's the kind of shit's gonna come out here. Like, it's just gonna be dark, you know. And it's like the only ones that are gonna get mercy is those that the Lord has chosen to give to brothers, man. You know,
it's gonna be a thing of necessity, man.
Yeah.
Because it was as rivers of water in a dry place.
Yeah.
Like, little example, I was working this week under the hot sun. We've been having this heat dome shit.
Yeah.
Well, it was hot as hell. And I didn't have a drink of water, man. But then one guy, one of the tenants, he offered me 2 cups of ice, full of ice. And one was just filled up to the brim with water, and he had another cup of just ice in it. He just gave it to me, like. And I was like, man, I said, this is like an oasis in a desert. That's what I said to you. And it just made me think about that, you bringing that scripture out. And I was thinking about the scriptures when I said it. I was actually thinking about that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? For these women, we're going to be like an oasis in a desert to these women. Men of the Lord, you know? Like when you fucking dehydrated as hell, it's hot. And you down, you like your mouth's all dry, you know? Imagine that.
Yeah, man, sweating so much that the salt's showing on your skin and
Well, the
shit.
salt's burning your eyes.
Salt's burning your eyes.
You trying to wipe it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you get that.
You get electrolytes are being lost. You just finished. Yeah, but then you get energized when you get that water. You get energized, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it was like. So we're gonna be like the energized, like, you know, the power socket for these women. If they can't plug into that, then they're fucked. Yeah, true. They're like a cord, you know, a cord without without a power socket. You know, wandering around. They're just gonna be getting grabbed up.
Yeah. Especially by these dudes coming out of mental homes or prisons. Look at this crazy as hell, bro. Yeah, trying to get down, bro. Them dudes gonna have fun.
I'm trying to do
But
this.
it showed you that in Book of Eli.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he was just trying to. He was in the spirit. He was on a journey, and then remember when that bitch was following him? She was all stalking him and shit. He's like, look, stay away from me. And then them bandits came out.
Yep.
And was about to take her, man. Who's gonna be?
Reset.
But you see in the Book of Eli, he was just in the spirit the whole time, and the Lord was just guiding him. He was basically like, you know what I mean, untouchable.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Like with all the chaos, he was alright.
Bullets missed him.
And anything that came, you made it work.
And Carnaby, he wanted that book. Gary Oldman, he wanted that book.
Yeah, he wanted that book.
Remember?
Yeah.
The people would believe it if it says it in the book.
Yeah.
So he was all about the book. So and that shows you that wisdom and knowledge, they know. That's why they put it in the movies, man. Show me the stability of our times. And even that, the other chick, there was another chick, not Mila Kunis, because that was another, they was trying to grape her. Yeah. But there was another woman that got grabbed up on the road, and he was like, stay on the path.
Yeah.
And then she actually got raped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they got her, man, you know? But he was like, stay on the path. Because it's going to be like Mad Max. When the blackouts happen, right, when the cyber attacks, and there ain't no 999 to call, it's going to be like Mad Max out here. It's going to be a free-for-all. And all these fucking so-called macho men in the gym, but they ain't going to be shit. They're going to be squealing like women, man. The only ones that are going to be protected are the men of the Lord in that time. And these women, it's going to be like Handmaid's Tale. Do you remember Handmaid's Tale, man?
Cages.
And they were grabbing women up, and they keep doing the flashbacks on Handmaid's Tale, showing how the women used to be, and how they were all, you know, in a feminist mindset. And that black chick, you know the new one?
I seen the new one.
The so-called black chick. They brought a show out with a new one, and the so-called black chick, she was all like, ordering a coffee. What'd you say, motherfucker? And she was all being all loud in the coffee shop. But then they showed you fast forward to the Handmaid's Tale times. Man, she got put to work. They had her in captivity, man. You know, then she goes, I'm Ruby now. That was her name. She changed her name to Ruby, man.
You see? Wow.
Basically, they gave her a new name and everything. She was a work.
Bro, especially like these crazy like these crazy Pakistani fucking Indian men. You know,
Oh,
you know
man.
them in them groups.
Oh man.
Bro, fucking Elam is waiting.
Yeah.
They're like these niggas in Bradford and shit. You been seeing them.
They were waiting, bro.
They're waiting, bro.
They already get
Leeds.
down. They already get down. They
They
don't
won't-
even care.
They don't even care.
Them gang group gangs,
Bro,
you know?
them dudes are coming out. They get, bro, for them, I think I can just see them with a van, just so fucking elated, just going out every street.
Yeah.
Yo, they be hopping out, bro. Fucking Elam's doing it now, bro.
Take a blow.
Take it. That's how they're gonna be. Fucking Elam, boy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh,
man.
mate.
It's crazy.
It's gonna be crazy out here, man. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 13 and 12. Read to 16 a little bit.
Yep.
So, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
That's a man of the Lord of the elect. You know what I mean? That's a man of the Lord of the elect. Because as much as your physical strength can be, as much as you got your guns and crossbows, you know that guy. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, all of that. He's got his guns and crossbows. That ain't gonna mean nothing if the Lord ain't with you, bro.
Even a man,
Yeah, that gun can jam.
Yeah, it will jam.
You know what I'm saying? I said, stop. You think, you know what I'm saying? He's got it aimed at you. And then all of a sudden, oh, fuck. now you're fucked.
Yeah. He's all, just work. He probably
Might
shoots
blow himself,
Probably
yeah.
shoot himself. You know?
And the Lord's going to give his men spiritual power.
Bro, yeah. Spiritual
You know,
power.
we know Isaiah 59.
Yeah, and it's spiritual apostle Tahar, you know, the video on the power, where he was so you know, he's just so overwhelmed with just the thought of the power, man. And brothers have had dreams on the power, man. You know, our brothers have had dreams on the power, man, where it's like as soon as that power hits, you don't even look back. You got you. Like we just get to it. You know, and that's how it's gonna be, man. You know, coming for his elect, go ahead.
and it says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts.
Well, like even it said the precious and fine gold, like taking it back to the book of Eli, he was basically untouchable. When you look at the whole thing, and remember the whole time, he was blind. He was blind. You know, the book it was sealed. It was sealed basically. It was in braille, and the whole time he was basically just in the spirit.
Yeah.
He was walking in the spirit. You know, you walk by faith, not by sight.
That's right.
Because that's how it's going to be in that time. We're just going to be guided in the spirit of where we got to go or where we got to end up.
Right.
You know?
And it's mad how they showed that he was blind and they didn't expose that to the end of the movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because there you thinking he had sight the whole time, but he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
You know? And what does the scripture say? Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear. So it's like you're really blind to this truth. Because you got people that can have the book right, even if it's not in braille. Even if it's you see the words on the page, but you still can't get it. You still can't get the understanding. You know? The Lord said he poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep. You know?
It also reminds me of that scripture. It says we walk by faith and not by sight. You know, because that's how we walk in this truth, by faith. You know, faith first. Because some things will seem illogical. You know, we won't get out of that situation, but through faith, Yahweh Shem Yahshai can have you overcome anything.
That's right.
You know,
That's it.
Scripture says with the Most High anything is possible.
that's it.
And it's funny how at the end of it, he was all clothed in white. Remember, he was when it was basically describing out the book, he was in white. And it makes me think about 2nd Ezra 13. These be they that have come out through great tribulation, and now they in white and receive palms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what's going to happen at the end of it all. And the palms is a representation of victory. You know what I mean?
Even the bride.
The bride, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The
She's
fine
on the
linen
right, yeah.
is the righteousness of the saints.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The bride that made him, adorned herself, making herself ready for the marriage supper of the Lamb. Yahweh Shai is the groom.
Yeah.
And he's coming for his bride, you know? And we would be likened unto that bride, Lord willing.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. So it just shows you, man.
In the wrath of the Lord of hosts and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase roll, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
And guess what? It started now. You know that whole spirit of being with your own people and, you know, being in that spirit of race wars is out there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just just basically that vibration of sticking with your own. You know, as we've been seeing with these protests that have been happening recently, the migrant protests.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Tommy Robinson,
Tommy Robinson, you know what I mean, and Reform. Like, and it's funny, man. Like, football, this World Cup has really shown you how everything is racist. Like, everyone pretends like no one's racist, but when certain teams win that have like France, when France lost, all the Baconites came out. But you see, the white race of Spain conquered France because France got a lot of Jakes, a lot of so-called blacks in their team. But the Spanish team have no Jakes anyway. Fucking Argentina is all Jake. Same thing, you know, in England. You know what I mean? But everything out here is racial right now, man. You know, it's something that people have tried to hide and deny. You know.
It says everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also.
That's why the scripture says, "Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered." Listen, listen, man, we're pushing a message of salvation. This is the only thing we're supposed to be concerned with, man. We want to be saved, you know. This ain't about joining hand in hand with this world, man. Joining hand in hand with the wicked, trimming your ways to seek love, to fit in. To fit into what? This place is going to be destroyed. You know? Everything that you built, what did the Apocalypse say in X-Men?
Everything they built
will fall. And from the ashes of this world, we'll build a better one. It's really that simple. From the ashes of this kingdom, right, another one, a better one will be built. And it's going to be orderly. Right? The end of wickedness and corruption.
Hey, that ashes fertilizer, man. You know what I mean?
And it says, last verse, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Bro, it's gonna get dark out here, man. It's gonna get real scary out here, man.
It's scary, man.
Yeah.
Yep, and their wives, right? Like Handmaid's Tale. And in Handmaid's Tale, they showed you they were grabbing women up in them lorries, man. And they were just counting them like livestock. How many women we got in this lorry? Okay, cool. They're just writing it on the board. That was the old one. Yeah, there was, and in Handmaid's Tale, they showed you that the capstone was fully on the pyramid. So basically, they had their NWO in full swing. You see? So you people don't even seem to understand it. See, the wicked elites, they got this NWO, like New World Order agenda, like they got their plans, bro. And we're here to expose it through the spirit. Why do they have a pluribus unum, right, on the seal of America with the eagle? On the banner it says a pluribus unum. That's out of many one. That's one world order, man. That's why they're gonna push this chip, this digital currencies that they're pushing, the blockchain technology, where they're monitoring every single transaction. Ultimately, it's gonna turn into that one form. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, ain't gonna stop at digital IDs. One chip to rule them all. Like is it Lord of the Rings? One ring to rule them all. One chip. That's what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna push it out, and everyone's gonna have to adhere to it. Scanner again. Remember the chipping stations in I Am Legend? Scanner again. Them troops, they were there, and his wife wasn't getting past. They said, "Look, man, she's staying where she at." And he was Scanner. And in the end, where was his wife in the end? It was just him and his German Shepherd dog.
That's it. Gone.
With the Crippen virus that was out there.
Yeah.
You know? So it's gonna get bad out here. That's the Mad Max, the road. You know, these things, Book of Eli, like we've been saying. But you know, the spirit of the Lord, the Lord will protect his men, you know?
That road was crazy, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill me. They're gonna eat. And they're gonna eat.
Everything me,
bro. Can you imagine that? Get popped and you get served with a side of jack sauce. That's crazy, bro.
Man, squeeze out a sachet of ketchup. And that's you on the plate.
And even that Coke. You remember when he found the Coke in the road?
Yeah. And they were in a diner.
He passed it to his son.
Man.
Daddy, Papa.
You want some, Papa?
You want some, Papa?
You drink it.
Well, that's heavy witchcraft though, because here it is, the end of the world.
Yeah,
he's still got
Coke.
Coke.
But he got Coke.
Shit. So Akim, you know what that means, right? Everyone got to stack up Coke, Coca-Cola. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. It's crazy.
You know what?
Crazy.
Let's get them end times, second to 16. You know what I mean? Because here it is, we're at the end. Jake saying, nah, you're a Nigerian, so you're a Hamite. Bro, look, man, alright, man, cool. You know what I mean? If that floats your boat, alright, cool, man.
Yeah, you stay in that mindset.
Yeah, you stay in that mindset, man.
We
moving on.
That shows you that you're calmly minded. Because the Lord don't see as man sees.
Yeah, that's it.
You're about the outward appearance.
Yep.
It's not about your stature or your outward appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your seed, man. It's all about who you go back to. It's all about faith, belief, right? The bloodline. You know, that's what come on, man. That's what it's about. It's not really about. Oh, he looks like a Hamite. So what, bro?
what?
Oh, he looks like a Chinese. What about Bruce Lee?
Exactly.
Shit, man. Oh, shut up, man. Come on, man. You must be like water, my friend. And he was even the movie The Dragon. When he cursing out the white man.
The white man.
You know, he goes, somebody here, I'm special, they love me here. Because his white wife, Linda, wanted him to go back to America. You know, I want to go back to America. No, I'm somebody here, I'm special. Then he was talking about the white man, how he had to tiptoe, Mr. White Man, or the one from color A, and or the one from color B, Mr. White Man. He lost it.
And he just smashed the thing.
Right, he smashed up the fucking cupboard. Wow. And Linda, we are not America, don't punish us. But this goes to show that you could be a scattered Israelite in another land, look like a so-called Chinese man, proper American so-called white woman, blonde hair, blue eye, have children. Guess what? Your children are still Israelites. It don't matter. You just be dropping that seed.
Children were cursed too, man.
Exactly.
Died on set.
Yeah.
All kind of
The
shit,
crow,
man.
Innit?
Yeah.
Set him up.
And you got shot or something, innit?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's like look at Blake Griffin.
He's too mixed.
It's too mixed. Come on,
You know,
bro.
he mixed seed, didn't
The lineage
You know,
comes,
people say that.
It's true, yeah. But the lineage comes down to the father, man. That's what the scripture says. But his parents here, his mom is so-called white woman, could be a Jake, whatever. Yeah, his dad's a so-called black man, Judah, or whatever tribe. But guess what? Look at Blake Griffin, who's of a white woman, and his son came out like a typical white boy, so-called white boy. Blonde hair, I think blue eyes,
Right,
just like a white boy. But guess what? That child is an Israelite, man.
right.
Yeah?
Cole Palmer.
Do you know what I mean? All of them, man. So you can imagine, like, maybe if his child grows up playing basketball, he's playing with Jakes, and the Jakes are like, oh shit, man, he vibes just like us. He plays just like us. He's got skill, he's got flavor. Why? Because the spirit is in him, man. And the genes.
I mean, a bit earlier, I was mentioning Cape Verde and Wales. Yeah, and it says like a lot of them was based in Cardiff. It says there's a lot of a big community of Cape Verdeans that came in the 18th, 19th century through shipping trade that are in Wales. And it's funny because when brothers, was in Wales, it was certain like, remember we see certain like white-looking people that had a little bit of a tan to them. You know?
Yeah.
It was like there's something back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's his name?
100%.
The famous Welsh singer.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
The famous one. What's that? No.
Is he on that voice thing?
He was, I think.
What's his name, man?
Tom Jones.
Tom
Tom
Jones.
Jones.
Yeah.
Tom Jones.
Because when you look at him, you're like,
Yeah, straight up. Come on, that's pure flavor. You know he's got soul, man.
that's it.
Not on you.
That's it.
Come on, man. That's crazy. That's a straight up Jake.
Straight up,
That's a
bro.
good point.
Ryan Giggs, a footballer. I think his like he's actually his pop side is. I think his dad is actually like.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs, yeah.
I think his dad's actually like mixed race, and his dad's like dark skin. I think is it either Benjamin Island or Tanzania or something like that. I think it's,
And that British actor that did Adolescence. What's his name? Graham? Is it Gravitz? Graham?
Oh, him,
Stephen
yeah. The you're talking about
From
the
Liverpool.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, him,
he's
yeah.
he looks like a straight, so-called white man, but he's a Jake. His parents are so-called black, man. But if you look at him straight like a white person, Scouser, man, from Liverpool.
That's it.
Quick precept.
Good actor as well.
Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. Mine heritage is like a speckled bird, man. Different shapes, sizes, variations of colors. You ever seen a peacock, man?
man. Beautiful.
Look at the colours. That is, it's one of my favourite birds, man. The way that shit just opens up them feathers, man. And the colours, you know?
Beautiful, man.
We're like a speckled bird. We're scattered among all these different nations. And we all look like we're the nations where we've been scattered.
Yeah.
But it don't make you a fucking heathen just because you were dropped off there by your forefather. Do you know what I mean? It don't make you a fucking heathen, man.
That's his dad, yeah? That's
Come on, look at that, man.
Ryan Giggs. And his pops was mixed, yeah?
Right.
From the West Coast. You know? But if you see him, like he's straight up like like if you see him now, the player,
Straight
Giggsy,
up, Jake.
he's a white boy.
Yeah.
He looks like a white boy, straight up. Like people wouldn't know. You know?
That's it. You remember Cole Palmer as well?
Yeah.
Where Baconites was like true English legend. It's like, yeah, but you know his dad's mixed. What? No.
No, you know what's funny, yeah? Like, because, you know that main Baconite, like I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, because he's a real Baconite, innit? Bacon, brother. Bacon out. Anyway, I remember when I found that Ryan, Cole Palmer was Pops was mixed, yeah? I just waited. He's like, you know what I mean? I ain't going to say my name, but Steve, mate, that Cole Palmer, I'm telling you, he's a bowler, man. I'm telling you, he needs to be in that squad over a certain guy that plays for Arsenal, all of that. But I said, Cole Palmer's he's all right. I said, bro, do you know what? I just found out Cole Palmer's dad's black. He's like,
Check.
I said, look. I turned the picture. He's like, all right, yeah, mate. Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Look at that, no way. Yeah. And he's like, he was
Oh,
pissed.
blimey.
He was pissed, bro. Because it's like, obviously, there's like darker players in the squad, like Madueke and Saka and that. And it's like, for the Baconites, it's like, Sakham's, they didn't take the white lad, Cole Palmer. But Cole Palmer ain't white. And then, but he looks it, no, hold on. According to you, it's one
drop rule.
Drop rule, right?
Yeah.
The pure white race of bacon. Bacon race, bruv. Yeah.
I got a scripture.
Yeah, let's go.
This is James chapter 1 verse 1.
Yeah.
James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
Yeah, and if you go to scattered, it's what? Diaspora. And what's interesting, if you go online, if a brother want to do it, just type in diaspora online. And guess what 2 examples it gives of diaspora? It gives the Jews and Jake from the West Coast. It actually those are the 2 main diaspora examples it gives.
Right.
Which is spiritual. Because they might just say the Jews, but realistically, we know who the real Jews are. Yep.
Woo, listen to this. So I got the word diaspora in the blue letter, right? This is the word for scattered. Diaspora. It says a scattering, dispersion of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations.
See?
Of the Christians scattered among the Gentiles, it says Strong's definitions. From dispersion, i.e. especially and concretely, it says the converted Israelite resident in Gentile countries.
Yeah, which is the same thing. Whoever is Christian or what, it's still Jake. It's still the Israelites.
What they were called Christians first in Antioch.
Like in Antioch.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the book of Tobit 13 and 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them.
Yeah. And he truly has, man, in different empires. You know, like even Persia. Remember with Haman, how many 127 provinces?
Yeah.
Remember that note of Jake getting destroyed was sent to all the provinces, and Jake was all in them provinces. And guess what? Once the Persians got taken over the Greeks, so what do you think happened? Jake just left. Okay, I'm going back home now. I think it's stay, bro. Like we know Jake in Korea, like in Japan right now. We used to play the drums and shit, and now he's parked out there, man. He's got seed there. You know, Jake be in Australia, just somewhere, find himself a boo and get comfortable, man.
Yeah.
To this day.
To this day.
Because that's one thing I see all the time. So a lot of men will move countries for their women, right? And that's that will have been happening for a long time. You know, especially when you're looking at just the setup. Her mum looks after the youths and that. But yeah, man.
Yeah, like, and it's throughout all different times of history, man. Whether even the samurais and stuff, with some of them stories, man, of them samurais, like, these are some valiant Jakes, bro. You be hearing some of them stories, man. You're like, man, this is a special Jake, man, bro. I remember one. I think it's. I'll find it, but he was like a 6'6", like samurai back then, and he was taking bare man out, bro. But this guy died standing up, bro. He's standing up, with a staff in his hand. So basically to like take care of his master. So even if when he died, he made sure his body wasn't away. Even though he's killed, he was still on his feet. That nigga was crazy, bro. But he was a valiant Jake, man. Them warriors.
Yeah. Let me grab this real quick. This is the precept that came to mind when you were saying this. It's Psalms 18, right? And I'll start from 32. It says, "It is the Most High that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet and setteth me up on high places. He teacheth my hands to war so that a bow of steel is broken in mine arms." Right? And that's spirit.
You got it.
You got it.
That's that spiritual power. You know what I'm saying? That bow of steel, that's what King David was able to do. And we're going to get him making the feet like hinds' feet. Do you know how swift a row is? Imagine that, being able to, who was it swift as a row? I saw him. Swift as a row. Hey, the Lord's going to make us like, this is what I'm saying, and we're going to be imbued with some powers and fury that the Lord's going to give us. We ain't even going to be ourselves. Basically, we're going to be us, but the Lord's going to put his level of rage on us to fulfill his anger. The same way that the Lord can use Esau on the left-hand side, that's the sword of the Lord, right? The Lord going to use us on the right-hand side to punish the heathen. And that's going to be beautiful. Could you imagine bending a bar of steel in your arms? Just like that, bang.
Shit. That's some strength, bro.
That's some strength, man.
Right. Those kind of dudes who do a pull-up, who'll break the pull-up bar.
Yeah.
Pull the bar, like, snap it, bro.
What, Samson?
Yeah, Samson.
Was it the jawbone of an ass, was it?
Yeah.
Didn't he kill 1,000 men?
Yeah, 1,000 men.
One of King David's mighty men, he slew 800 men with a single swing of his spear. Adino. 800 men. But just like that, bang, with a single stroke.
Bro,
800 men dead.
And bro, it actually makes sense why them like folklore legends exist. Because there's been times on the earth where the Lord he was doing stuff in the battles with some of these Jakes.
Yeah.
He was doing something.
Exactly. Just put up the dials and that.
Turn up the dials, man. He was doing stuff, man.
And that's the real crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
Yeah, bro, he was doing stuff. He was really showing himself.
Yeah, because even I think it's even in this that same chapter it talks about jumping up over a high wall, right? And then it's just like when you watch a lot of those old Chinese movies, they love doing all of that kind of where it's like, where do they get that from?
Bible,
Them accounts, man. Yeah, because strength, man. This really is the lowest. This really is the lowest that man has been. Right, but because ease and power, he makes it seem like this is the best that life has ever been. It's like, no, it's not. But we're in a world, bro. Children have cancer in this world. That ain't progression. That's regression. Children commit suicide in this world, man. That's regression, man.
Yeah. I got a scripture, right? This is Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to start from 19, but the point is in 20. The portion of Jacob is not like that, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushai, right? Which means Lord of the armies. Okay. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations. And with thee will I destroy kingdoms. Oh man. The Lord said he's going to use us to destroy kingdoms, man. To break in pieces the nations. We're going to beat them up. They're going to get bust down, man. That's why I told them, where's the equality in that? Didn't Yahushua promise? He said, look, he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. How are we going to do that? Esau's got drones and shit. He's got super soldiers. You know, he's got shit in science labs. He's got CERN. He's got all kinds of shit. Hydrogen colliders. He's got all kinds of stuff. Drones that are, you know, have guns attached to them, flying around. They can shoot through walls, see through walls. All kinds of shit. The Lord's gonna heart attack guns. Esau's been sharpening that sword. So how do you think we're gonna come up against stuff like that? The Lord's gonna have to step in for us. And he will. He said, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. He said, yeah, you got it.
It's like, and I was going to build off what you're saying, and Esau's got the system at his hand. And what I mean by that is, like, you remember when you watched Utopia and they wanted a guy dead?
Yeah.
They had the coroner there to be like, oh, it was an overdose, right? They had the police there.
Yeah.
They were the ones laying the cocaine, not the cocaine, the sleeping pills, whatever drugs that the guy took supposedly to kill himself, right? He can just come and take you out and make it look like you did it to yourself,
Yeah.
right? No questions asked.
Especially with deep fake and AI.
Deep fit AI, yeah.
Anything now, like
Right.
they can stage anything. Oh, that's what he did. This is him. You know, and these times you were just there sitting in your living room, but they had you looking crazy, doing some crazy shit. You know, this is why the persecution's gonna be. They're gonna come against us from far and wide, man. You have to be prepared for that mentally. You know, all of us do, because they're gonna put us up there looking crazy as hell.
Crazy
This is
as hell.
them. You know.
Yeah, and bro, shit, man, Esau's got the information, man. This guy's got magazines and information on about us.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Making up stuff.
Because this is the thing as well. So like when you really look into modern spyware, man, there ain't no hiding from me. So there actually ain't no hiding from me. So anyone that's, you know, on the sidelines unsure, they know, bro. Stop watching incognito. They know who you are.
Charge
Charge it. Right? You know, just even what your Wi-Fi snitches on you, right? Not even just like the actual connection, but the very fact that it can scan your room. Right, so it knows who's in the room and this, that, and the other. Right, if you've got like one of the modern broadbands where the fiber optic comes into your house, the fiber optic is literally a listening device. They can switch that into a listening device, and there's scientific papers on that, right? The very fact your phone is actually doing biometric scanning in terms of how you walk, your walk and stuff like that, right? So then that means in a crowd of people, they can with some kind of certainty be like, oh yeah, that's him, because they've patterned how you walk, right? You know, and that's why those scriptures talk about a leopard watches over them, man. Because when you really look into the little things,
He's a stalking
that's the
creep.
perfect word.
He's nothing but a stalk creep. Stalker creep.
Yeah.
You know, always watching you, man.
Your facial, yeah. One of the things that they did in China, and then also Apple did it with the iPhone during the CV for Face ID to work. They basically made it work with a mask on, right? So here it is. You have people that will be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to try and hide my identity, wear a mask. That no longer even is working anymore, right? If you've got certain sunglasses, I'm gonna wear sunglasses. A lot of the cameras can just see through the sunglasses anyway, right?
Yeah, which the sunglasses, that might even be fucking metaversed up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So you might be walking around with these Ray-Bans, they've got metaverse attached to them.
Scanning your
I mean,
eyes,
they got microphones on these songs, so now there's cameras everywhere. You think Esau can't tap into his shades?
Yep. And
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, they show you that in Mission Impossible, one of the latest
right,
ones.
right.
Not Fallout, there was one after that. I don't know if there was two after that, but there was one where they could jump from camera to camera in the airport.
Yeah.
Man, they could see everything, hear everything, man.
Yeah. I know you got a point, but just
I mean, the Bible says about Esau is a cunning hunter.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cunning, bro.
Yeah, you take time, you know?
That's cunning, bro. No, it's crazy because you mentioned the meta ones. So basically, what some people are saying it's because of the height of the glasses, it's to train the humanoid robots, right? So the way someone walk, you see it
He's
there.
doing the work for him.
Doing the work, and that's what Esau always does. He gets people to do work for. Because I'll be honest, like, why are you walking around with cameras in your face?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah. Right, but then also what they found is because when you look into it, a lot of this AI stuff has a lot of human intervention involved.
Right.
Right. So you got people that are wearing these glasses, changing their babies, having sex, and all of that is being fed to some company. I think it was in Kenya that were basically doing the analysis on the data.
Damn.
You see what I'm?
They done the same thing with Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mapping it
All the
out.
children growing out, they were just mapping out the whole app.
Yeah.
Using Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Fucking dude in the park.
So basically, you're the drone.
You're the You're the drone.
I got a quick precept. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yeah. So here it is. You're there with a Pokemon Go. Each time he's using it to map shit out.
Yep.
On how to come and destroy you further.
That's it.
You know? Bro,
It's always convenient.
yeah.
He pushes, isn't it?
Yeah. And bro, don't forget we went into that information of what they're using in Gaza. Where's Daddy? That system.
Yeah.
Bro, but they got fucking AI death list where they score you, and if you reach a certain score, a fucking drone comes to your house, just takes you out. Imagine that, people, and it's like it was saying, like as soon as the father that's a suspected terrorist gets home, steps in the house, his house is carpeted by a drone. Basically, like if you don't score right, it's dead.
And which shows you that this man's a devil, because you could have tracked his car, taken him out in his car. You could have tracked him when he's going up the stairs, but now you want to take his entire family out with him. Like, this is the devil.
Was violence covering him as a garment.
Psalm 64 and the 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune in laying snares, privately. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, speaking of that.
Yeah, that's a mindset of Esau. You know, the snare can be the technology that he is pushing, you know. I mean, to trap people, you know.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean, it's going to be the MOTV.
That's right. Yeah. That's the ultimate snare. You know, and that's why the scriptures speak about what the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night, the hour of temptation. You know, or what's another one? I was thinking about it this week. As man knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net in the sea. Like a fish could be swimming around in the ocean, but it just gets dragged out. And it's all flopping outside its habitat. You're panicking and that, gasping to breathe and that, you know? This is how these people are gonna be. What the fuck? Out of nowhere. You know? When Esau's ready to roll out, the shops are empty, everyone's anarchy on the street, the road, all of that, Mad Max. That's what's gonna happen. How? That's when these women are gonna be like, what? They're gonna need real men of the Lord, man. That's why we be reading these things. That's why it's not gonna take long, because women are attracted to men of power.
Yeah.
So when they see the men of the Lord actually giving that power, what do you think they're gonna need? Protect me, please. They're all about survivability, right? Yeah. Come on, man. But,
Gavin ain't gonna cut it in that. He's gonna be hiding under the bed.
Yeah, Gav.
That's it. and if I can just say this as an ASA, there may be some chicks listening thinking that bro's gonna be a backup. We gonna be picky.
Right.
We gonna be picky. Don't be thinking that, oh, I'll just wait. I'll be doing this now, and then I'll just come up to the brother car. Come on, by.
Fuck that.
Hey, brother's gonna have spiritual power, so we're gonna see
We
your
gonna know.
intentions.
We gonna know.
We're gonna know everything.
There's too
about
much
it.
lying in you. And you know that Manito, when he had that police guard, he goes, there's too much iron in your body. And he lifted him up and extracted the iron from him, and he just bust out the prison cell. That's what the Lord is going to do for the elect. The Lord said when the enemy, can we get that? Isaiah 59 and 15. You know, because the Lord, when the floods came and beat upon that house, you know what I'm saying? But the house stood strong. The wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times, man. That's why we brothers be speaking about Book of Eli. That's why brother mentioned 2 Ezra 15, 16. This is the time that we're coming into, man. Spiritual power, you know? Elder Apostle Tahar just did a video on spiritual power, man. We're gonna, that's in the spirit right now. Like, we're gonna be souped up, called out, all powerful.
Come on.
That's how the fuck Brightburn. Oh my goodness. Take
boy movie.
the world.
God.
Whoa. Come on, bro.
Hey, what's some the so-called the Viltrumites? What was that guy?
Oh,
man.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
the boss man, Omni man. What's his name again?
The main one.
Not the main guy, but the other guy, man.
Oh
I
gosh,
can't
man.
remember his name.
Ah, fuck, man. Yeah,
You
because
mean
he
the
had
other main,
the other main
Viltrumite?
geezer, yeah, who was just
leader of
cold.
the Viltrumites.
Yeah, the leader of the Viltrumites, man.
Yeah.
He was
Thrag.
hard. Yeah.
Thrag.
Thrag,
yeah,
thragged
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But you see, man was
Thrag.
just like,
Hey, but don't get it twisted. Conquest was hard too.
yeah.
But his name's called Conquest.
Yeah.
So the Lord's Yahweh Shai is coming on a conquest.
That's it.
He's about to
Revelation
enter.
19.
That's right. He's about to enter this place with hostile
That's it.
intentions
That's it.
and hostility.
That's right.
Right.
You know.
Isaiah 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west.
So hold on. The name of the Lord must be feared. Well, that's why we're so we're so bent on pushing the name of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The scripture says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So what else are we supposed to be calling on? Jesus is like,
Hell
come
no.
on, man.
Hell no, man.
That ain't a name. That's so weak,
That's
bro.
so weak, man.
Play it out. Renaissance language, right? The letter J didn't exist till about 1500s. Come on, man. They even back then it would have been Jesus. If anything, who's G? Come on, man.
And it's spiritual how, even, you know when you say Jesus,
Yeah.
it's not even powerful. Yeah. But when you say Jesus,
Yeah, it's like,
put
say
the
cheese.
yeah. But then if you say the Most High's name, the
Right.
Son's name, that actually makes you have to engage your breath. It's
Right.
power in it.
Right.
Yahweh.
And it's a nomen omen.
Yeah.
Because what does Yahweh Shai mean? He the deliverer.
Deliverer.
So it's a name sign.
Yeah.
He's coming with that. He's coming to save his elect.
Yeah.
He is the savior.
Yeah.
Yahweh. He is.
He is.
There's nothing else.
And
Like,
it
you
takes
can't put.
life force to say the name.
Right.
Like to even say his name takes like breath.
Positioning certain muscles in your body.
Yeah, how like
Deep.
like you know what I mean? It makes you have to like put power on it. Like, you know when you say Jesus, like it's not no.
You ain't even use your
I didn't use my
diaphragm.
diaphragm. Bro.
Yeah. King David didn't walk up to Goliath.
Jesus, baby, Jesus. Like,
Oh man,
bro,
I just,
there's no power there. But when you say Yahweh, like
Yeah.
you have to breathe into
that's
it.
right.
Man.
That's right.
Breath, you know.
That's right.
That's right.
You know?
And his glory from the rising of the sun,
Yeah.
when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
And who's the top enemy?
Esau.
Right? Esau. Hold on. Was that Psalms? Was 81? Was 80? Yeah. 83.
Yeah.
From verse 2 on down, the first nation mentioned is Esau, Edom.
That's right.
You know, Ishmael's in there, Moab's up in there. You know, all the heathen nations. But Esau's a top enemy. Go on.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord.
And they be doing urban warfare drills. They were doing what? Rex 84,
Yeah, right.
Jade Helm. You know, all of these urban warfare drills, they be fucking lighting up cities. People be hearing gunshots and flashbangs, hearing flashbangs in these cities, man. What's going on? Women are screaming. What is Esau really doing? He's preparing to come into these cities and take people the fuck out, like the Purge.
Yep.
Right? And guess what? Killing, it was legal in that time in the Purge. In fact, you were given bonuses the more people you took out in the first Purge. And they gave them eye implants and that, which would record how many people they killed. And guess what? Just like the metaverse glasses, they were spying on the Jake in the hood with them glasses, with the contact lenses, you know, to see. And guess what? Jake, they would rather party.
Yeah.
But so what did Esau do? Remember that suit? They're not killing each other.
Yeah.
So he was pissed off that Jake weren't killing each other because they were partying.
You have to speed it up.
So they had to send in the skinheads. They had to send in the mercenaries. The agent provocateurs. They had to send them in on the quad bikes and that. And then they started murking out and clearing the churches. You know? Remember that?
The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
That's right. So the spirit of the Lord is going to kick in right, and lift up a standard, that's that spiritual power. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations. The Lord said he's going to do. That's why we don't really got to worry, man. Like there's no amount of fucking pull-ups or stomach crunches you can do. You know what I'm saying? To outrun one of these drones or fucking robots.
They're gonna do the flags cut.
Yeah, flag bowling or whatever it is.
Because you know, we was talking about urban warfare, that they're planning for urban warfare. One of the things I saw recently was last year in Serbia, they were doing some protests, and then they basically used like a sonic weapon. Like, everyone was just calm.
Oh yeah.
And then everyone just got dispersed. Like, yo, what the fuck, right? You know, it's because I was just refreshing my memory. It's, you know, it's not some CNN, DW News, all of them, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Can know some shit. There's a weapon they got that makes me feel like they're blooded.
Yeah, the microwave gun.
Yeah, the microwave gun. You turn that shit on, niggas all hot. Niggas all hot and shit. Inside themselves itchy. Like, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, we used to got some
From
shit.
the inside out.
Yeah. No, spirit.
You feel like you on a stove.
Did it?
This man's a devil, man. He's done perfected that sword.
Yeah. Sif thou hast not hated blood, did it?
Yeah.
Direct energy weapons.
And
Can I grab this real
yeah,
quick?
read that.
This is Psalms 8. Let me see. I'll read it. This is Psalms 18:17. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. It's not the priest that I was thinking of. But basically, this enemy that we're coming up against is too strong for us, man.
The scripture says that him that is mightier than he.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's it. That's it, man.
You know?
Because he's mightier than us. That's why we don't need spiritual intervention, bro.
It was designed this way.
Bro, no, ain't no southpaw stance and shoulder rolls. No, stop. What Ezo's got out here, man.
Everything that we're experiencing at the moment, like for instance the mystery of the Gentiles, right? The certain the way that certain scriptures are written, all of these things were written as part of the story, because those things are stumbling blocks of the story, right? The fact that because you're gonna have Jake that want to believe, but you can see it deep down in their heart. They're like, we ain't ever gonna take down Esau, right? Because they don't make sense. They don't have the faith, and that's what you need right now. You know, hey, some brothers, I'll speak from first brought me, and I'm thinking, shit, so am I Israelite? Now it's a dumb question, right? But those are things that some brothers had to overcome. Yeah. You know, it's like, shit, am I Israel? I was like, okay, no. So
you know, I'll never forget. I think it was when we was first learning. It was in school. I said, I actually looked at him, bro. Do you think I'm an Israelite? I said, yeah, I think you're. You know, it's a different time, isn't it?
It's a different time, but all of those things were part of the story for a reason, right? To be stumbling, because you'll get certain people out here. This brother's from the land of Ham, right? You're a Hamite.
Well, hey, the diaspora.
That's it.
Israelites scattered among foreign nations.
That's it.
It's literally that fucking simple.
Exactly.
It's not even that. That's why it's good to speak about the simplicity that's in Yahweh Shai, man. It's actually that fucking simple. And all you blockheads out, man.
That's what they are. Blockheads.
That's what they are. It's a stumbling block for these blockheads. Yahweh Shai, man. It's a stumbling block for them. Walking around with blockheads.
Yeah. And bro, you know what's funny?
Perfect.
People don't even talk about the ships of jakes that got sent back. Like those jakes in like South America, like in Brazil, that were causing so much hell. The plantation actually put them back on the ships to go. And when they came back, they got mingled back in with certain tribes. There's a tribe in Ghana that's like a lot of them have Portuguese surnames. Cause they were the slaves. They got sent back on the ships because they was inspiring too much riots. And they said, take those niggas back. Take them back. Go back to where you're from. Like that's what they did to them, bro. It was that bad. So the scattering is like, come on, bro. It's really that's played out. Like now we're just about prophecy and just like we passed that. Well, there's Jakes there too. There's Jakes everywhere, bro. Like again. When brothers was in Seoul, South Korea, man, they're like, this guy's a nigga, bro. The nigga listening to Boosie badass and shit. Say north in this mother, and they know all the words. They just getting down, bro. My chick bad, my chick good. These niggas, bro. Niggas are everywhere. Wearing Fubu and shit. You know what I mean?
This is Democracy Now! Article,
Yep.
and it says Lavender and Where's Daddy?
Yep.
How Israel used AI to form kill lists and bomb Palestinians in their homes.
So brothers are always talking about them lists, man. The red list, the yellow list, blue list. I forgot what project that was. Was that project Megiddo? The one that had the red list, blue list, and yellow list. Where like the red was like the leaders, the blue was the followers of the red, and the yellow list was the list of people that they ain't gonna put up a fight. The NWO basically. And the first two lists was basically slated to just be killed. You know, go ahead.
It says the
That's
Israeli.
why Esau's got them concentration camps.
Concentration camp.
Or they will call them re-education centers. You know what I mean?
That's
But
a good point.
they're gonna have them guillotines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's known as what? The hour of temptation.
Hour of temptation.
Everyone's gonna be tested, man.
That's a good point, Juju, because you should remember back in the day, them old videos of places in the United States with just massive stacks of graves.
Yeah.
Like,
The
where the fuck did that shit all go, bro? Like, and this was like
Trains
15,
and that.
and trains.
carried in.
This was like 15 like years ago. Remember them? Because that's when like brothers came in a bit later than that. But we would still see the old videos of the apostles back to 2007, 8. Those are old videos like 144p, bro. You know, on the camera. And it's just a train load of graves and cages.
100%.
Oh yeah, remember that as well? Those cages.
Yeah.
They had cages.
Well, that's that documentary, man.
Yeah,
America Under Siege.
yeah.
By Linda Thompson.
Yeah.
I thought Elder Apostle Gabar always bring that out. Like Linda Thompson's America Under Siege, and they had certain like signs on signposts for the military where to travel to,
Yes,
the
yes.
routes that they should take, and they had electronic fencing.
Yeah,
Where once you went in them turnstiles,
Yeah.
they had electronic fencing. Once you went in that concentration camp, you ain't coming out.
Yeah.
And they even had like vents that would pop out the ground.
Yeah.
So they were underground cells as well.
Yeah.
Little air
Cages.
vents. Like you saw them.
It showed you. What was that film, man?
Kingsman.
Was it Kingsman?
Ah,
Where
yeah.
there was all the line of cages.
Yeah.
In the stadium.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
stadium. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people was all just in a cage in a cell and shit.
Yeah. Was that the Golden Circle or something?
Yeah,
The second
yeah,
one,
yeah.
right? Golden
The
Circle.
think it was
second
the second
one, I
one,
forget the name. But
It was the second
Yeah,
one.
with Poppy and that.
Yeah.
That's when they released that virus. Remember that pestilence they released?
Yeah.
Because everyone started,
Rape.
bleeding blue.
Yeah.
You know, and they started dancing. That was the virus.
Yeah.
And then and then they put them all in them cages because it was like it was a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I remember.
Yeah.
But I remember them stadiums are going to be used as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it showed you that in Hurricane Katrina,
Yeah.
that big stadium was basically became a concentration camp.
It says the Israeli publications plus.
And bro, them stadiums, yeah, the capacity like the one that what's the one?
What, in Turkey?
Yeah, that's like a 65,000. If they want, but they could probably squeeze like almost 500,000, a million in it. Because remember,
They can stack.
that's just the seating.
They can ship
The
the shipping
pit,
container.
Yeah.
the pitch takes up a whole load of space.
Yeah.
You know.
So they can squeeze like almost a million people in one stadium if they wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, like all of the turnstiles, the toilets, they'll just have a nigga just there, like, so the cubicle just sat.
Turn the estates into concentration
Turn
camps.
the estates,
You notice the estates, they're built like prisons anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of them need key fobs to come in and come out. They're electronic, you know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you ain't got that key fob, you ain't budging that door.
To be honest, bro, it's just lucky,
So
bro.
they done that in Australia when all that shit was happening.
Yeah, they did.
They actually done that. They just put 2 guards. at
That's
the-
what I was gonna
at the
say.
Block of flats.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
It's a
it.
concentration camp.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do.
Curfews.
That's all they need to do is have two guards at the bottom, 2 or 3
Bellboy.
guards who goes on the floors patrolling. Stay inside your houses.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that.
Imagine like you in your flat and you got a troop just there with a big ass wham gun. You know what I'm saying? You try to leave. What the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck back in there!
Back in
And
there.
then, actually, come to think of it, He puts his gun down and boy, them zip comes down. Hey, that's what's gonna be happening
That's
too.
gonna happen.
Hey, the women shall be ravished.
Yeah.
You might have leave her alone. That's your boo thing that you spoon with. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he takes the back of that gun. You get gun butts, you get bludgeoned. You on the floor.
Yeah, all of them men with red pill rage right now.
Yeah.
that haven't. I remember you. You didn't want to give it to me.
Yeah.
But I'm taking it.
But you see how ICE is going on in America right now. You know what I'm saying? You see how ICE is going on. It's so desensitized now to the point where people are just like, look, man, just do what you gotta do. You know, because the violence that they're allowed to actually commit, right, and it's being made mainstream now. It's gradually getting to that point. You can see it.
I was gonna say allowed to commit, and then the people consume.
Right.
Because when you're seeing, there's certain things back in the day you didn't see on the news like that, right? But they're starting, especially like during the war in Gaza, and that's what I was seeing on Twitter. I was like, this isn't normal.
Yeah, it's dehumanized.
It was dehumanized, and everyone got to a point where they just see it. Oh, it's another dead baby. That's not normal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Or with Matthew chapter 24. And is it verse 12?
When
Because
they
the
Love
love
of many,
shall abound,
yeah,
the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah.
So people are becoming colder now. You know?
Listen to Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspect, not as fool, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
Yeah, man, because that's why us brothers in faith, you know what I mean, our mind is always on the future of what's to come, man. You know, of the coming judgment, the coming dark times, and the coming salvation. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, our hopes and our aspirations isn't in this world. But these people are going to be blindsided. These people believe the governments and the world kind of armies of these countries are always going to be, well, you're there to serve and protect us. Gun butt, like, I mean, head butt, like, get the fuck back.
Do you know what they show you that in?
Yeah.
What's that? Is it Years and Years?
Yeah.
There's a show that I watch, and it's based in the UK.
I ain't
Right?
seen it.
You're supposed to protect that same spirit.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be protecting it. Bro, there was a woman in a wheelchair. She was pleading with the soldier at the checkpoint. Because they shut off, I think they were trying to get into their little cul-de-sac. But they had armed guards set up at these checkpoints in these cul-de-sacs, and they had cages put up out of nowhere. Just like they showed you in, you mentioned Utopia. They'd set up cages and that in concentration camps. And basically, they weren't allowing people to go back to their homes. If they missed the curfew, you was frozen out. And there was a woman in a wheelchair, but then there was a soldier mocking the woman in the wheelchair, saying, "Yeah, right down there, love." Basically, because she can't stand up, you're basically at the perfect height to blow me off. So letting you know that the troops are gonna be violent. But you know, it's good to watch because it's all UK based, and UK actors. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can get a real picture of what it's gonna be like when it actually happens. And what does the scripture say in 2 Edges 15 and 17? You know, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You know? So that's what's gonna happen. Them checkpoints is gonna be stopping people from going to one place to another. You know?
Scripture says this shall be like madmen sparing man.
Yeah.
Like, bro, because some of them, like, I was watching a video once of a old school Jake. He's telling, you remember that Jake in Vietnam? He's telling about how he killed a child, and when he got back to America, his own child got killed. I don't know if brother's seen that, and then he realized it was judgment for what he did in Vietnam. But he was talking about how when he was enraged, and like when he was how he was being so brutal in Vietnam, that he just saw red. He just became a killing machine, taking out babies, women, whoever, wherever it was. And that's part of these soldiers is training.
Yeah, training, but then also the psychedelics that they'll be getting given.
You know?
Like I remember being told about what's this thing, steroids from gym. And basically, this particular guy who used to roid up heavy.
Yeah.
He was like, when I was roided up, I'd look at someone, I just want to kill him.
Yeah.
You know, and then that's
no, it's actually a thing.
That's
But
what
what
roid rage, isn't it?
bro, yeah,
demons, man.
yeah.
That's
But what has my man Pistol Pete just said? We want to basically make sure everyone's T levels are a certain level, right? So when you're in there being injected with all of that T, right, they gon' because tea you can't just take tea.
Yeah, it's
like,
supposed to be. It's supposed to be balanced.
you know.
It's supposed to be in. It's supposed to be in a balance in accordance
Yeah.
with your body. Like there's actually things on there. There's actually a correlation of these dudes injecting that tea, killing their wives. Like it's actually a thing.
That's the money.
Just blacking out.
Yeah,
So that's why these guys that inject horse tea, like should be happening, bro.
Oh, even when I was in uni, there was one guy. I won't even say his name. But this guy used to go gym. He was roided up. But he enrolled into the army. He was telling me, like, I can't wait to get to the army. I just want to kill. I've always just wanted to kill. And he had that same spirit on him. He just wanted to kill. He was roided up. He used to always go to the gym and shit. But that was his purpose for going into the army. He wanted to get a chance to kill.
Damn.
Fucking, the murderous people. They're probably kill them just release straight away.
So now I've got to buy a poppy each November. F that shit,
Man, if you buy a puppy, you're getting off.
that was a joke. For the record.
Yeah. You got that.
Let me grab this. This is just talking about war. This is Psalms 140 from the top. It says, "Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man." It says, "Which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war."
Continually, man. They gather together for war. Be like that, man.
And he's a violent man.
He's plotting, bro.
Constantly plotting. And that's the thing. That's why the scripture says that day shall not overtake you as a thief. Right? Because he's going to let out his violence. Right? We're just waiting for that one black swan event. Right? Whatever that's going to look like, whatever shape that's going to be. Right? Because this is the thing. It's like the Strait of Hormuz is still closed. It's still closed. So it's like it's going to get, and now that Iran is threatening to close the Red Sea, or whatever the one near the Red Sea is called. Right? So the amount of pain that can be inflicted, and then the amount of evil solutions that he can come up with at any one moment, right? It's just, you know,
It's dark and hell is hot, man.
dark and hell is hot. So this is the thing. People don't, when people are looking at Esau and these governments, that's the brother's going into, right? They think that he has your best interests at
He
heart.
wants to kill you.
He
bro.
wants to kill.
Like, he's a sadist.
He's
bro.
a sadist. He has no issue with spilling blood, and that's what these people don't seem to understand. That's why, for instance, people will be like, "Oh, but you lot say," this isn't medical advice, "you lot say that everything causes cancer." It's like, yeah, because the man in charge doesn't care. The man in charge gets off when people die.
Yeah.
That's why he makes snuff movies, right? Which don't ever Google that shit, right? And that's not as in actually don't. You know, that's why he makes snuff movies, right? That's why he
All up in the files.
all up in the files. Yeah.
All up in them files, man.
In the video.
Yeah.
All in the videos.
You know.
I got something real quick, right? This is Darbu 7, right? He said Iran issues grim new order to citizens after US strikes hit power plants as conflict spirals. Iran has told its citizens to turn off their aircon during peak hours as the country's power grid came under strain amid US strikes. You know, and we got this heat dome thing that's happening right now. It be hot as hell.
Hot, bro.
It be hot as so they
heat
got to
ain't
turn off the
going away.
aircon. Man, this man is just causing chaos after chaos. Like, he's got to go, man.
Yeah, I was looking at the grass.
That's why the scripture says, "Is this the man?"
Bro, that's the spirit you brothers said that because you're looking at the grass. I was thinking of that. I was actually thinking about that this week in my garden, my grass.
bro.
I'm on the grass and I'm like, I'm
gotta stay
digging
keep
in
it
the soil.
hydrated.
Yeah, look. I'm looking at the soil. I said, this shit's dehydrated, bro. I said, this. But I actually. I was like, this shit's dehydrated. man.
But once again, you know, I'm not on commission with Amazon. But honestly, now having watched Clarkson's farm,
Is it?
right? Now when we're going through certain spells of weather, like once again, we're just civilians, right? We, you know, okay, we have a barbecue, it's sunny, it's all of this, that, and the other. But the farmers are getting hurt right now.
Bro, this whole park is yellow.
It's yellow, yeah. When you're looking at it from a farming perspective, the farmers had very expensive fertilizer, and then now they're having a really hot spell Where once again, if this is happening to the grass, what's happening to the wheat? What's happening to the other crop that's been planted? Right? Yeah. So it's questions to see what's gonna happen come this harvest, man. This harvest.
The fertilizer.
Yeah.
The fertilizer that's been affected.
Exactly.
It's not going. It's no longer going through the Straits of Hormuz.
Exactly.
You know. So even that, the farmers can't get the fertilizer. Or if they can, just about, they're getting a delayed drip feed service of it, or delivery of it.
And the thing is as well with fertilizer, when you look in, there's a certain point by which
Planting window.
windows, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
In fact,
Harvesting, 2 major harvesting periods.
Yeah.
Twice a year.
That's it.
And if you miss that window, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to be the yield?
Yeah.
You know.
That's the question.
Timing is everything when you're dealing with farming and that.
Exactly.
You know, timing is everything.
Exactly.
Right? If you plant too late, shit, your yield is going to be fucked up.
If I can grab this, unless someone's got something. This is 2 Ezra 16 from 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good
You
case.
can go to the store, you can buy the beers, the 6-pack of beers.
Yeah.
You can do this, you can do that. It seems like
It's
things are somewhat normal, right?
Yeah.
But then you got shrinkflation.
Yeah.
You open a pack and it's like damn near a quarter of it. It used to be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It used to be filled up to like 80%
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Little puff of air at the top.
Yeah.
Now it's like fucking like
Mostly air.
less than half.
It's like a balloon.
Right.
You know,
The packet smaller.
remember the other day we bought Snickers bars, 75p.
That's ridiculous.
What the fuck is that, bro?
Like £1 10p, you know.
That's
you
it.
got the double one, which is basically just one now.
It's witchcraft.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. But even on this whole Strait of Hormuz situation, people saw that happening, and then they were like, "Oh, it's going to be terrible," and then it's like nothing's happened. Oh, okay. But the effects of certain things are delayed, right? Systems. Yep.
That's why it's going to be a shock when it all happens at once. Like when it all happens at a moment, all of a sudden, hold on a minute, curfews are in place.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Remember when they started rationing eggs?
Yeah,
During
I
the-
remember. Yeah.
You know,
Niggas
during the,
fighting over eggs and shit.
yeah, the C19. There was hey man, I remember because I was out there still working when everyone was getting furloughed. I was doing videos. I see lines outside fucking Tesco's, supermarkets, people just waiting there like lemmings.
Firing over tissue.
And it's basically like it never happened now.
Right.
To these people. It's almost like bro, that was like, yo, Akim, man, if you want to get some pasta, there's pasta down here.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was like that, man.
They put you in lockdown. Boris Johnson came and said, locked down. Everyone's locked down. Remember, he addressed the nation. Everyone's locked down. You
No
can
club.
pubs, bars, clubs. You couldn't do nothing. You know? Everyone's got short memory, man. But they see these draconian measures that that's desensitizing the people. These draconian measures have already been implemented. People just got short memories. They told you couldn't even leave your house. He's out. He's been jogging twice today. People were getting snitched on. There was drones flying over national parks. Even in China, they had drones flying over people's houses, saying resist your soul's urge for freedom. They had microphones attached to them. Do you remember that?
And
Robot dogs.
and then even do you remember those kids encouraged to go and snitch on their parents.
Yes.
But even on that, because one of the things I was thinking about, this social media thing has made everyone a snitch, man. Everyone's in that snitch spirit.
Lit it up.
Bro, these times to the point where they self-snitch because they want to put it on social media all the damn time, man. You know, bro, it's like it was weird, but it was like there was one Jakes. They basically were pretending to be cops, and they went into like Soho, into like one of the massage parlors in Soho. Right, they're knocking on the door, right, and he basically had this Mobot guy who was going in for a massage, innit? And he just catch him, and he just runs downstairs because they're pretending to be police, innit? And it was so stupid though, because when you're dealing with certain places, those are trial. When you're talking about the quote-unquote massage parlors, brothels, and so, you're dealing with triad, right? But because people with what scriptures talk about, the love of what is it? Men should be lovers of their own selves, right? All of this getting clicks, getting views, and everything like that, putting themselves in actually dangerous situations.
Yeah, for clout.
For clout.
Pranks and all that.
You know, because I was gonna say they're pretending to be police. I'm like, bro, you're dealing with triad, man. You'll just get deleted.
Sliced up,
You'll get deleted, bro. like the police don't know what's going on. But Slarky, let me finish this. It's the 2nd of 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Imagine the key word, think. Think. They shall think themselves. They might think that everything's going on as it is. They might think that everything is okay. Oh, no, we can just get, it was alright, let's have a barbecue. They might think, oh, World Cup, all of that, everything. It's all a distraction. The bread and circuses is here. These are all distractions for people to collectively put their energy into while the files are out. You know? While what's happening over there in the so-called Middle East, while that's happening, the Straits of Hormuz is closed. All of these things are nothing but distractions. And they did the same thing in Rome. You know?
Yes.
That's it.
So we have to, that's why, that was a key scripture, Ephesians 5 and 15. You know, seeing that you walk circumspectly, as wise, not as fools, walking around and think, that I think everything seems okay. No, you got to know what time you're in. The scripture speak about, we know the time.
That's it.
You know, what was it, 1 Thessalonians 5?
Yeah.
You know, you have no need that I write unto you for yourselves, you know, no perfect. The day of the Lord shall come up as a thief in the night.
That's the scripture.
You know?
Yep. So it says, even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
And aren't you seeing evils growing? Aren't you seeing the bad times growing upon the earth? Aren't you seeing the desensitization and the lack of care? Like the elder was talking about the cremation of care. Like, you're seeing that. You're seeing the love of many wax cold. You're seeing people just switch the channel when they see babies getting blown up. You're seeing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Evils are growing, but no one cares.
Well, even that, like I mentioned, you know, with the migrant thing, people believe if a migrant can just die, it's alright. That's how a lot of people are. It's like
Jimmy Kimmel during the CV. Where he basically said, look, if you ain't jabbed up, alright, I don't care if you die. And then everyone will go, woo! People will pull it up.
Zombies, man.
Yeah, like you know, when you get to the stage where it's like your people are dehumanized about the consequences of life. It's crazy. Like, all right, so someone's a migrant on a boat, so let's go. That's what these Baconites say. Sink the boats. That's what they say. Like, you know, because you know they come over here. You know what I mean? On dinghies. Sink them. Fuck them. Like, bro, that's fucking a bit brutal, don't you think?
Yes, and that's why Elon Musk addressed the public, right? The UK public in Trafalgar Square. I don't know if it was last year. Was it last year, bro?
On the big screen.
On the big screen, and he had that what would Orwell think? Remember that? What would Orwell say, or what would Orwell think? It was say or think. And he had that all-seeing eye on his. He goes, "You either fight or you die." He goes, "Violence is coming for you, whether you like it or not. You either fight or you die." And he goes, "You fight or you die." That's what he said, man.
But the irony is, it's him bringing the violence.
Exactly. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. The Hebrew word for heart is love, which is the mind. He's always preparing for war. This is what this man's on. You know?
And
war is in his heart.
And like, it's funny, like, fucking Elon Musk is empowering these Baconites. He's a migrant.
Exactly.
He's a South African migrant.
Right.
That migrant was somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it's a double migrant.
So, Elon, what have you got to say to the public? I see Tommy Robinson, and he's an agent too. And he's like a WWE fucking, like
he's so red. He's so red.
Yeah.
That blood is showing forth.
I've seen him on the screen. Elon Musk, what are you going to say to these people? And he's walking around on the stage. I see him.
Please tell me you saw the video of they brought them a motorbike, putting bacon on themselves.
No, I didn't see it.
Bro, at the stage they had the March for Power that they had like in May. They had a motorbike just entertaining the crowd, putting bacon on themselves. Well, yeah, anyway.
Let me finish. It says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish with famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
That's one of the worst ways to go out, is famine, man.
Lamentations. These pine away.
Dying slowly. You know, you either get thin or you get that, what's that, pot belly cord? Yeah, man. You just die, man.
It's a painful death. The end of the road shows you that. Because that's the thing. It's like when you get that emaciated, you can't just eat. Like, you can't just be found food. You actually have to be restored back into a process where you can eat for a while. Right? Because then the thing is as well, it's like when you look at the biology of starvation, they say basically your brain is selfish. So that's the last thing that goes. First it's your excess fat, then it's your excess muscle, then it's your non-vital organs, then it's starts going to your vital organs, right, including your heart, right, which is why at the end of the road, what did you see him doing? He's coughing out blood, right? And then you die. You know what I'm saying? And then you die.
Yeah, so that's a talk. That's a
Yeah, just
That's
bad
torture,
diet,
man.
Yeah. So what? Guess what? With that V, you been waiting 20, 30 years to get that V. That V gonna be there, bro.
That's it.
That V, you know, you want that
Yeah.
V, you know, abs and that. You gonna find you have your abs.
And during that time as well, you got especially like these people, they got their families and stuff like that. Not only are you gonna be starving, you're gonna be worried about your children getting taken, your wife getting taken.
stress the hell out.
Stressed.
Kings, bro. Second Kings
Yeah.
6. You know, when the famine came and the two ladies was the king of Israel. And then she told her story like, yeah, man, you know,
Baby bargains.
baby bargains, bro. Them, yeah, bro. And out it's through the spirit, man. Them babies had to be like newborns, because if you look at just the size of a newborn, if someone was to eat that, a newborn, bro, you could eat a newborn in a day, and then the next day coming around, you know what I mean? When you really think about it, because the story goes that two women agreed to eat one day, and the next baby the next day. So the babies wasn't like two grown ass kids. It had to be some small ass newborns, man.
Which shows you how dire it
Yeah,
was.
how dire it was.
When you see women with their children, it ain't an easy thing for women to show them a killer.
Yeah.
Food. So that means it was bad.
Yeah. Killing a newborn, bro. Because, bro, newborns are little, man. You know the ones when you got a newborn, you just have them here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
terrible. Man.
It's terrible, bro. So for that, but the thing about the stages they had to be through, it wasn't like people now. They're so accustomed to eating every 9 minutes.
Yeah,
hungry.
what a just eat. Can somebody say just eat? You just there in your couch like Wall-E. You're so fat, you got the fucking Slurpee next to you. You just order into your doorstep DoorDash, what they got? The DoorDash
in the
You got
States.
in the States,
Yeah.
but you got Just Eat, Uber Eats,
Deliveroo.
Eat. It's always eat.
Consume.
Consume.
Consume. Nah, it wasn't that. They wasn't eating every 9 minutes, bro. So they had to fucking exercise all the options.
You don't have to eat that much, man.
Yeah.
Like you actually don't have to eat.
Yeah.
You know all this breakfast, lunch, dinner that they
Yeah,
talk about.
yeah.
You actually don't have to eat that much. You know?
And the thing is, it's so lacking in nutrients. That even when you do eat,
Fucking need more.
you don't have to
More.
go.
Right.
More.
Because they got chemicals in some of these foods that keep you hungry, man.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well,
That's how they
right.
keep making money.
Yeah.
Well, even the information went into the high fructose corn syrup is linked to race. Because you know bears, when bears are preparing for hibernation, they eat a lot of fruits and berries, which is naturally high in fructose, and their rage spikes up. So the ultra processed high fructose corn syrup. That's why these niggas on the line. Why there's no sauce there? The niggas are fucking ready to fucking.
It's true, yeah.
shoot the
They're
fucking-
crashing out.
Yeah, because of that high.
They clone Tyrone.
They close.
Yeah,
It's in
What
the
they doing in
chicken.
that chicken shop?
Yeah.
They were all just
Mm.
cackling, kiki, all up in the chicken shop.
Yeah.
They're telling you what they're putting in the food. They're making you fucking bug out. The Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah.
This is what they do. They pump you full of drugs and send you on your way.
Yeah.
And you actually, that's why you stamping your feet on fucking counters.
Yeah.
Talking to the elam. You know what I mean? Where's my chicken? And all
Yeah.
that. Because you got demons on you, man.
Yeah.
You are what you eat, literally. You know?
Yeah, the ones. Next. Good fucking pumping them with drugs and shit.
Crazy. I got a scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the sword is Esau. But his systems, with spirit, we won't go into it.
Yeah.
His systems, he is the weapon of mass destruction.
He is.
Like he got shit in a pipeline. You know, even it showed you that in the Panama invasion. Remember back in the day we did a little documentary on the Panama invasion, bro, and just the shit that was going on, bro. It showed you in that film oh shit, man, what's the film called? The film on Panama.
Deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Panama Deception.
Yeah,
Deception.
And basically, that film it showed you, man. It showed you there was some shit happening there. People said they had lasers.
Yeah.
PEWs. People was telling you then about the microwave gun, but they was talking about ray guns that would melt cars in half and shit. Because there was, and that was what 1989, 1986, wherever it was.
Where they being shot from? Like this is what they showed you even in that movie with was it Geostorm?
Yeah.
With Gerard Butler. Do you remember that one? That Leonidas movie? Listen, man, they showed you that they got this HAARP and weather manipulation.
Yep.
They got some technology that they can shoot from space, man.
Yeah.
To fucking, what about the Maui fires?
Yes. Yes.
There was even things going on about the Maui fires, about the blue houses that were saved, but everything else was just nuked out.
It was all nuked
It
out.
was all burnt up and that. They be burning down farmland. They be burning down cattle. They be burning down fucking cattle, bro. They're looking to starve people out. The train derailments. Ohio, remember that? People couldn't even take showers. This man is the devil. Listen, their skin was stinging. Trying to take a shower and your skin, because of the train derailment, the chemicals that was in the air.
And as well destroying all of the fuel processing plants.
Right.
And that's just happening all over the world, not just in the Gulf. Right, Ukraine keeps supposedly destroying Russia's gas terminals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all of that has one knock-on effect in that there's less energy for the world. But as the elder always says, right, there's gonna be energy enough for the people that Esau wants to survive. That's it.
Yeah.
Why do you need energy for 8 billion people when you only want 500 million?
Yeah.
Georgia guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Into it.
Engineered chaos.
Yeah. The war on terror.
Yeah.
Even the 9/11 when that happened. And that shows you that the Most High was behind it all. Because the apparitions that were seen during people stop the buck at Esau, but they don't seem to consider that the deceived and the deceiver is the Most High is controlling Esau. That's why apparitions be showing up, Pazuzu and all of that, in the flames and the smoke, savoring the destruction. There was an apparition even in the train derailments in Ohio. In the flames, there was a demon's head that popped out. I was like, hold on a minute, there's a lot of stuff that the Lord. Remember, the scripture says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own ways? If the Most High is in control of everything, the King of terrors, man.
That's it.
People don't seem to understand. The sword of the Lord on the left-hand side belongs to the Most High. He's making him do these things. That's why ultimately it's the Most High's chip.
Sirach 18, all things obey his will.
That's right, bro. He governeth the world with the palm of his hand.
You had that method that he's got the whole
I was gonna do it.
in his hands. But it's real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, man from Conair. Bitty babies. Hey, even Conair was bad. But it shows you, the convicts. Do you remember the Johnny 23? And you had that security guard woman, the police woman. Because remember, the Conair, they were transforming convicts from one jail to another. But they were on a plane. But I think the convicts, they actually took over the plane. Now one of the convicts, he looked like the Issachar geezer. He was trying to rape the cop woman, And he goes, by the time I'm through with you, bitch, I'll be Johnny 24. And basically, he was Johnny 23 because he raped 23 women. So he said, by the time you wake up, bitch, I'll be Johnny 24. So he knocked her out, bitch. So it shows you in that time, man, you women, you just gonna be spoilers, man. And you're the weaker vessel. You can't fight off Johnny 23. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy, right? You women are just gonna be getting bounced about. You're gonna be getting traded, bartered, grabbed up, sold, whatever it is. I got 2 women. Oh yeah? I got 2. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 of mine.
Elam ain't letting
Wanna
up.
swap?
He keeps sharing shit.
Yeah.
Man, it's mine.
Yeah, you're gonna.
You're never gonna leave.
One thing that's gonna become evidently clear in that time is that men are the ones that empower feminism.
Bro.
Yeah.
If a feminist, I was having a conversation once, and I was just like, you do realize the reason why you have that is because of men.
That's right.
Exactly. Like, you have feminism because men have allowed you to have.
Yeah, you're taking advantage of what
Taking
men have built.
advantage.
Like,
Yes.
Let's have it right.
Yeah, because like, bro, like, if there's no feds, no police, it's gonna be life. It's gonna be life.
Yeah.
Smack by a bitch, How's that gonna be, man?
And then you're gonna understand why women in the so-called third world are the way they are.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
that's right.
women in the third world be meek as hell,
Yeah,
bro.
man, they be-
Because
they be
they
moving humble,
yeah,
man.
because they understand. Oh, like for instance, the one you sent me, where it was a Chinese chick. She's trying to buck up against a parking attendant. You backhands, bro. You see her reset, bro, like a factory shutdown. Factory reset.
Yeah.
Recalibration.
Yeah, but that's what shows you the nation is drunk of that wine.
That's it. That's it.
You know, that's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wine,
yeah,
that
yeah.
intoxication, that inebriated state that these nations have pretty much taken a part of.
Yeah.
They become so inebriated. That's that feminism is a part of that.
That's it.
You know, therefore the nations are mad. Now they pretty much that intoxication has wore off. And they're looking at Esau, what he's done. They're like, that's why they're pissed. Like, they got hangovers. They're like, fuck. I remember Elder Apostle Ramblam saying this years ago. These nations are waking up, they got that badass hangover. And they're like, who the fuck?
That 2-day hangover.
Yeah, man, like, damn, like, I've been fucking... Because basically Esau spiked the nations.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You got that fucking headache, you can't shift it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau's done. Go on, bro.
Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the
And
earth.
Babylon goes back to what? Confusion. Babel in the Hebrew.
Babylon the Great.
And-
Great.
That's right. And the scriptures speak about the city of confusion being broken down in Isaiah 24. So this is what's about to happen. Shalom.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken.
Oh, that have made all the earth what?
Drunken.
Drunken. Don't the scripture say wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging? And whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. You gotta be wise. Move wise, man, in these times. Don't be getting fucking. But now that the nations are starting to realize, hold on a minute, put that bottle away, man. We've been fucked over here.
Is this the man?
Yeah.
That
You got
shake-
Moab walking around in business suits. You know what I mean? Going to business meetings, trying to be like Esau. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they're starting to realize, hold on a minute, especially this is why Iran, them Carmanians, they're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
You know? Because look what he's doing to their people. They can't even use aircon in a heat wave. Look what he's doing, man. Look at Trump. This guy's so proud he's put his face on a $1 coin. Like, this geezer's crazy. He's a madman. You know? He's so proud. But the scripture speak about what? Luke was more stout than his fellows. He's creating a lot of enemies. And we can see in these times, you're going to see these missiles pointed at America. Okay, that's that city of confusion about to be broken down.
He made a lot of Salaka, he made a lot of enemies. That was in the movie.
Right.
What was it? Is it Leave the World Behind? I think it was Leave the World Behind.
Right.
With that guy, when he was stocking up in the car, he was like, hey, America's made a lot of enemies. And they were getting them red leaflets from them Arabic countries.
DTA,
Yeah, Muslim
basically.
countries,
Yeah.
Asian countries.
Yeah.
You know, throwing them leaflets up. They were saying, what? Death to Babylon, man. That's going to happen.
That's why you're going to have a lot of them false flag. You spoke about them Black Swan events. Because you remember, man, you had them ambush journalists. You know, Alex Jones's boys and all these splinter ambush journalists that be out there in the field. They be just rocking up on immigrants. Remember the border? And then there was that one guy, he looked like an Arab and he goes, soon you're going to know who I am. If you were smart enough, you would know who I am, he said. You know, it's just soon you're going to... Basically, it's a threat. Because you don't know who the fuck's who. But they done created so many enemies to the point now this guy's an enemy, that guy's an enemy. It's all confusion. Who's doing... That's what they want. So you can't now identify a specific race of people and say it's that people.
everybody.
No, let's just get them all done. Let's put the curfew. Now it affects everybody. Although chaos is the phrase, man.
That's it.
Create the chaos.
And then it helps breed that snitch spirit.
Exactly.
Because back, like you're saying, back in the day, a T was an Arab man with a big beard.
Right, war and terror.
That was a known thing.
Yeah, that was that 911.
Exactly.
Right.
Now it's what the brother's going into is where he's creating a world where it's like a T he could be your next. He could be your friend, your friendly neighbor next door.
That's right.
You know,
But say it, sort it.
Yeah. Well, right now, under the rules, because of the whole thing with Palestine Action, whatever it's called, right? The person most likely to be a T in the UK is a middle-aged white person,
Right.
because they all got done on terror charges. Right, so what are they telling you? They're creating that instance where it could be grandma. Grandma could be doing things that are listed as terroristic, right?
That's why they got that Fort. Remember the Fort Police? They show you that in Orwell 1984.
Pre-crime.
Yeah, pre-crime, supercomputers that can predict crime, person of interest. You know, that shows you that. Minority Report, they had them little, the oracles.
What they call?
Yeah, the precogs or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember last year the British government told you that they have the same thing here, like with the information on your social media, people who you're around and that, they can calculate who's most likely to commit crime.
Because they're putting it in your
They
mind.
actually told you. They have lists on people who are most likely to murder
Right.
and commit crimes or like nonsense. Who's most likely to do them?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even remember there was that nonce that got caught with a he was found. Basically, his order was to not be around children, and the street cameras caught him walking a young girl home, and then the police they just turned up and found him because his face flagged up on a AI database. So that tells you that they got databases
The technologies,
for certain things.
Yeah.
And so I got to touch on it. He has put this spirit on people to always talk on social media, right? And that's the thing. It's like everything you put on social media, you're building a profile of yourself, right? All your different interactions on your phone, on the internet.
Yeah.
Esau knows who you are to a T. He knows your likes, your dislikes, even the way that you use, for instance, the robots, right? You may just be asking, best Pampers. Alright, cool. You just told Elon Musk and them you got use. Right? All of these things are being used to build
old they are,
profile.
what size you buy.
Exactly.
Right.
All of that information. You might be asking something harmless, but everything is being put into a database to build an algorithmic version of yourself.
That's how the club card works, Tesco.
Yeah.
That's how because if you read the terms and conditions, it actually goes into all of that stuff. They use it to build a database of you. That's why they give you suggestions of what you should buy. These are the deals and shit. That information is worth a lot of money.
Even your phone listens to you.
That's it.
So you might even go into the news section, you swipe, and everything that you see is been tailored to what you've been speaking about. Like, so these microphones, they're spying on you 24
spying.
smash.
You might be like, oh, that's the spirit. It ain't the spirit. But you know, sometimes that's happened to me. Now, caught on, it's the algorithm. You ain't the spirit. It's just Esau.
It's an algorithm.
You've got websites that try and so-called tell you how to turn it off, but it still happens, man. You can't turn that off.
Even like when you're on social media and you don't necessarily like, because that's a new thing now, especially amongst Gen Z. They don't necessarily like posts or whatever. They just view. But it's very different to quickly scroll past than to hover. So then now they're like, okay, you hovered. That's an interaction. You hover for like 3, 4, 5 seconds. You're interested in this. If you click view comments, okay, you're very interested in this, right? If you just maybe just scroll up and down, you know. And one of the things, I don't know how true it is, but it's you know, on you got Face ID and stuff. It's got eye and face tracking. So apparently, what they can do is they can actually tell what you're actually looking at on the screen.
So if you got that.
Well, that's a good point because remember with the UK, they're talking about new cameras to catch you out not paying attention to your drive. As you're driving, which shows you're looking at
eye
your phone.
tracking.
They're tracking your eye.
Yeah. But that's why your cars talk to you now.
Exactly.
You know, if you've been driving for too long, they'll say take a break. They will, man. They'll pump the brakes for you, man. Hey, man.
What if I want to drive to Scotland?
Hey, sometimes there's been times when they ain't even been someone running out in front of the car, or a car just swooping in front of you, and your car just you be like, shit, man. What are you doing? Like you be talking to the car, like the car's fucked up, man. But it will come up with suggestions. You've been on the phone too long. Like you might be on the phone to a brother like for 10 minutes.
It happened.
You driving, suggestions. I think you should hang up now. You should,
You've been driving over 2 hours.
But that's another thing. You remember earlier on, I was talking about systems. Because that's the thing. You may have someone of importance that just crashed into a tree. But now that your car is basically connected to the internet, they can just make your car go off the road.
Yeah.
Like
Leave
that's
it all behind.
yeah.
Leave
Yeah,
it behind.
yeah.
They were causing havoc. Them Teslas were causing havoc.
Yeah.
You know, they
But
were
that-
all piled up.
Going back on what you were saying with them cars, they're going to program them. So I was reading about it as well. Where if you get into your car, it's going to sense whether you're emotionally unstable.
Shit.
So it's going to not start. It's going to read your face. It's going to read your emotions, and it won't even start. You might have just had an argument with your woman, or you trying to get out.
Which is backwards.
Yeah, the kids are in the car. We cannot let you
It's not gonna
drive.
start. It's going to read your emotions and your bodily state of mind and everything.
Which is crazy. Because imagine if you have an emergency. Imagine your kid is somewhere and needs a lift. You're trying to, slam the
stressed
door.
out,
You get
Negative.
the fucking car's like,
It's too hot or
Heart
something.
rate is quite elevated.
Yeah.
That's what that whole Jarvis is all about. You know that Jarvis, the Iron Man. That's that supercomputer, man. Monitoring your heart rate. So everyone thinks Iron Man's cute. Flying around, he can shoot little laser beams and monitoring your heart rate. These wearables. It starts with the rings, the watches, the metaverse glasses. Then all of a sudden, it's the chip. Now you fuse with it.
That's the final step.
That's
That's the final upgrade.
right.
Fusion
End game.
Well, guess what?
final
Iron
form.
Man had an implant.
Yeah.
When you think about it, in the first movie Iron Man, he was nearly on death's door.
Yeah.
He had to implant himself with that core, that power core. It was an implant. It was just in his chest. When you think about it, you know.
This is Psalm 64 verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
From the top.
To the top, yeah? Right, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy.
Yeah, and this time, man, we need to be preserved from the enemy, man. Because you still got some shit out there, bro. That's why it takes a spiritual man to have faith in what's in salvation that's coming. Because if we look at all the stats, like football, like, all the stats and that. If we look at the figures, well, man, this ain't a fair fight. It ain't a fair fight. But if you look at the spiritual stats, it still ain't a fair fight. Because the Lord is with us, though. You know? Right?
Yeah, he's got the police commissioner Mark Rowley. He said he's going to start deploying drones.
Yes.
He's going to trial them in Islington.
Yep.
You know, and they're going to be basically responding to 999 calls.
Yep.
You know, this is the UK police commissioner. He said that they're going to start in North London.
Yeah.
You know, where and they said look, it's going to be safer because it's already intervened and stopped. You know, it's like pre-crime. Basically, they're already preparing you for that. So if someone dials 999, the drones can get there faster than we can. Because now you ain't got to wait for a policeman to whiz through traffic with his sirens blaring. A drone will just show up at your window
Bro, you know how
and
crazy
just record everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's over there. He's in the corner. Yeah, heart rate's elevated. Boom, boom, boom. Man, are you? Yeah. Stop. drop your knife or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Fit them with a megaphone or whatever the fuck they're gonna do.
It's a big deal, you know.
But that's what they showed you that in that show called Colony. They actually showed you drones that would just blow a man up in a second. As soon as they came to the scenes, guys that were off the grid and they were causing any ruckus in the cities, guts were everywhere.
No reason.
You know what, bro?
That's it.
That's
You
the
bang this
spirit,
in it,
man. Keep. I read that and then we're gonna go back to Psalms. It ties into that perfectly.
Back in Democracy Now! News.org, it says Lavender and Where's Daddy? How Israel used AI to form kill lists and bomb Palestinians in their homes. It says the Israeli publication Plus 972 and local court have exposed how the Israeli military used an artificial intelligence program known as Lavender to develop a kill list. In Gaza, that includes as many as 37,000 Palestinians.
But this is we quoted earlier on, Psalms 55, words smoother than butter.
Yeah.
But if you hear the words lavender or where's
Yeah.
daddy, you're
Yeah.
thinking, oh, you know,
Yeah,
it's
Lavender's
harmless.
supposed to relax you.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what you can make some badass lavender oil.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Rub it on you, man. You can be feeling relaxed as hell. But this
Protect
is
you
for war.
For war. Bro,
Wickedness, bro, wickedness.
they could have legit just called it killer AI, and then at least you know exactly what it is you're dealing with, innit?
Charge it. It's doing what it says.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying, yeah.
You always got to read the small print with this devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Lavender, you know. Where's Daddy? And it says 37,000 Palestinians who were targeted for assassination.
Hey, like Elder Mackay Cobb always says, like you buy a toy, it never does what it's on the advert. You know, they speed up. Hey, he's so simple. He buys something. You only gotta read the small print with this devil, man. Like fucking well, I thought we ain't supposed to be rolling around and doing flips. You know what I mean? But the battery, you gotta buy them separately. You didn't know that when you saw it on the commercial. So this is how this devil icon.
That's his kingdom. You know, like Jetsons.
Yeah.
You know, all these flying cars and everyone's getting healed and this and that.
Right.
Where is that, man? We still got concrete. That's the devil for you, man. He's a shambles, man. The only thing that this guy really's got, he's got the blessing of the sword. He knows how to destroy himself by building missiles. You know?
He's a dummy. Yeah, it said it's target for assassination with little human oversight. A second AI system known as Where's Daddy tracked Palestinians on the kill list and was purposely designed to help Israel target individuals when they were at home at night with their families.
At yard, and you sat yard. Hey son, how are you? Just taking shit out.
Ridiculous.
And the fact that they pushed it and keep pushing that, but we can't call it a genocide, right? The fact that they keep pushing that, right?
Why can't you call it genocide?
Yeah.
What
It's a genocide.
What did Keir Starmer say? Well, I mean, I'm not a lawyer. It's like, bro, you were actually a lawyer. Like, he said something dumb. People were like, bro, he was actually a lawyer, right? But once again, it's building that that baseline, because that's what Esau always does. He creates a precedent. Sorry, right? Always creates a precedent, because then when it starts being used elsewhere, you've already agreed that it's not a genocide.
And bro, it's you know what's interesting on that point, because they've basically taught everyone to humanize people. If you get if you're a criminal, your life doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you get painted with a label, you could just picture something like you know, like these jakes, certain these jakes that might get choked out by police. Yeah, well, he was speeding. So what? He's supposed to die because he was speeding.
But they've been doing that. Even on the plantation, just 3/5 of a man. So the formula hasn't changed. It's the same devil. We civilized you, boy. You eyeballing me, boy. You know? It's almost like we're just the savages, but this guy is just like transformed himself into an angel of light. He can't do no wrong, but meanwhile, he's a source of chaos.
Like even according to our law, man, a migrant still has ways you're supposed to deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? If you have a heathen come around you, whatever, there's still a way to conduct that actual person, bro. Yeah. But these people believe you're a foreigner, so you just die in it, charge it. But guess what? You're gonna become the foreigner in his system. If you don't fucking obey and you don't do what he wants, you're gonna be the foreigner.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna use them powers against you.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, and that's the thing. It was like back then, right? He allowed some of the other Edomites to get a piece of the pie, but this time it's just the elites.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, elites, full stop.
In time.
Yeah.
Remember the elites?
Yeah.
They were in zone 1.
In
time.
Yeah.
They were in the inner cities. And it didn't matter where you were from.
Yeah.
You were all foreigners.
Yeah.
You ain't got the chip.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't got 1,000 years on you. You know what I'm saying? Man, and they were just living it up.
You're not in trouble as other men. That's what that shows you.
Even showed you on that other film, Snowpiercer, the one on the train. Remember? Like, basically, everyone at the front of the train, the elites and that were all good. Yeah. But the niggas in the back was eating
the bugs.
He was eat the bugs and be happy, bro. Eating each other too. Bro, them dudes at the front of the train had, like, plants and shit, fresh air, fucking oxygen. Yeah. The other people was packed like sardines eating bug slop. You know, that's how it is, bro. Got up.
God, and it says, the targeting systems combined with an extremely permissive bombing policy in the Israeli military led to entire Palestinian families being wiped out inside their houses. Says Yuval.
Whole families.
Yes.
This man ain't like...
It'll be 5 generations and shit.
The justification for taking out the man, would you call it whatever, was probably not legit. But then to take out the family as well, it's
They did it to Iran.
Khomeini,
Took like 4 generations.
Son and father. We don't know who did it. We don't know who's responsible for that. There's an investigation. Like, so this guy is just don't give a fuck.
We're gonna send him to the Stone Ages.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he snatched up. Oh, and he said when they grabbed up Maduro, the Venezuelan president, right? What did he say? Oh, you should have seen it. He said he was watching it like his favorite TV show. Because apparently they went in there just 20 guys. You know? It was just 20 guys that they went in there, apparently stories say. And they lit up like the whole army. So they must have been super soldiers, souped up.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think they were shooting how many bullets, 300 bullets a minute or something like that. Apparently these guys had like souped up shit. They lit them up.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, that's why he was saying on Fox News, you should have seen it.
Reload.
Didn't one of his advisors say fuck around and find out?
Yeah.
There's people in the presidency saying that, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's done.
Yeah. Can I bring up just real quick, just on Gaza, specifically, this Gaza has an exceptionally young population with a median age of roughly 18 to 19 and a half years old.
You know how crazy that is?
So basically, whenever you hear them say, yeah, we just killed 20 people in Gaza, 10 of them were children, mathematically speaking. Approximately 47 to 50% of the population is under the age of 18. And hear this, and about 75% is under the age of 25. So when these guys are going in, sending drone strikes to kill off a whole bunch of people, they're killing children. This is the man we're dealing with.
And fucking, even, you know, obviously you had the World Cup going on. There was a guy, the Palestinian guy, that maybe would find a way to, you know what I mean, arrange them.
Watch
it on the screen. And you know what they did, bro?
He was even, I think he was Egyptian.
Yes, he was. He was from Egyptian guy that found a way for them to watch the World Cup on the screen for all the local kids, right? Bro, his car got carpet bombed. So he was targeted.
You bringing fun?
Join? Take you out.
Bro, they killed a man for bringing the TV. like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You know what? Come, let's keep going in that Psalms and then we will go back to the info.
I just wanted to go with.
I
want to go into the word preserve.
Yeah.
I'll read it again and I'll read the word. Psalm 64 and 1. It says, "To the chief musician and Psalm of David, hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy." And then go into that word preserve. Right? It says to guard, watch over, keep. Which reminded me of Revelation 3 and 10. The Lord said he's going to be the one that's going to keep us from the hour of temptation. You know? Because when the enemy comes in like a flood, when all these people are going to be afraid of, they're going to have fear of the enemy. You know, fear of losing out, fear of the law, fear of not eating, fear of not working, whatever it might be, fear of not being able to use money. Different fears that they're going to have, fear that they want to feed their children or whatever it might be, they feed their belly. They're going to have different fears they have to deal with. We're not going to fear this man. We're going to trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai.
A big one is fears of dreams.
Right.
You know, when you speak to people in the world, they just be talking, and then, you know, in like 20 years, I want to have achieved this. And you're still like,
Part of life.
you know, it's like, oh yeah, I really want, here it is, their child's just been born. Yeah, I really want them to study this at uni. You're like, no, that's like 18 years away. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You see what's going on.
Yeah.
I got a real quick precept, if I may.
Yeah.
Psalms 118 and 5. I called upon the Lord Yahweh in distress, and the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me?
Yeah, and it's gonna, you know, remember there was that video topic that the big bro did from North Carolina many years ago. Big faith. You know, that's what we're gonna need, man. That's that big faith, man, which is a gift, and it's gonna be like endowed. Like we're gonna have to be like transformed into another place, into another, like, you know, there's faith, but it's gonna be another level. It's gonna be another level in that time. It's gonna, the Lord's gonna turn up that dial, bro. Cause, bro, like them three holy children, bro. You know, the other day we talked about the spiritual intervention. Who was doing the video, bro? Like, you know the mindset that they must have had like their spirit, their aura had to be different going into that flame.
But that's why Shakar, that's why the scripture says, take no thought.
Yeah, take no thought. Yep.
Of the things that you shall say. We don't look, man. They're gonna bring us before the councils and that.
Yep.
We don't look. We don't even know what we're gonna say.
That's it.
The Lord's gonna put the Spirit upon us to do what we do, and that's it. That's why I was saying Ezekiel 25. The Lord said He's gonna put His anger upon us and His fury upon us. We're gonna do according to His will. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be reprogrammed, literally. Like you're gonna be staring at a Brightburn version of the Brothers. You're gonna be staring at the Brightburn version of some General Zod type version of the Brothers. Okay. And it ain't no you have one of our brothers. You know what I mean? When He came to Earth, He just said send in the world engine. There was no messing about. So when Yahweh Shai comes, look man, just done them. Yo, those two there, yo, they pierced me on that cross. Yo, grab them, bring them to me. Bind them. Those mine enemies, which will not that I should reign over them, bring them hither, slay them. Slay utterly old, young, women and children. And come on, man, that's in the scriptures, bro. And that's what the Lord is going to actually have happen. You know, in due time.
That's it.
You know, and we ain't backtracking on that. We ain't shirting it. We're not tucking it. You know, we're not doing none of like Keir Starmer. I'm not going to shirt that, tuck that. We're not doing that, man. The Lord's going to put His Spirit. He said, I'm going to make you His battle axe and weapons of war. You see that? So when them angels get down, that's what they're gonna be doing. Okay, hey man, look, all's fair in love and war, as they say, right? When it's war, it's war. Yahweh Shai is coming to bring war. He ain't coming to fucking. We're not dealing with the same rules when Yahweh Shai comes back. There ain't gonna be no fucking court systems. Yeah, when Yahweh Shai comes back to, you know, okay, so what did you do when you ran into the house? And all of that, whatever. And you're going to have lawyers and shit. No, fuck that. Yahweh Shai he's going to roll in here with them hostile intentions, right? And it's going to be fucked.
It's going to be very decisive.
Remember when they put cuffs on
Superman?
Right. Hey, come on, man. And he just broke them like, yeah.
Why did you even? It makes them feel safe.
You see that?
Hey, the court's happening now.
Exactly.
We're reading out everything He's done.
Yeah.
You know, and this year you did
We're
this.
throwing the book at
You
him.
did this. We're throwing the book at him.
Because earlier on I was thinking about Amos 1. I love how it's written. You know, certain times you just like how certain scriptures are written.
Right.
Amos 1 is just a for 3 transgressions of Edom, bam.
That's it.
3 transgressions of Moab, bam. Right? It's just like for your crimes against Israel.
That's it.
Bam.
Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Bam. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Bam.
That's right.
The sword must be killed with a sword. Bam. Stamped. That's what's gonna be happening, man.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, no if, buts, or maybes, but straight.
Yeah, and guess what?
That's it.
When you get your judgment, you ain't gonna be able to go and make a phone call. You know, phone a friend. Yo, bro, like, I'm locked up. Can you come and
Bail me out.
Bail me out. You ain't gonna have no one there to do
Yeah, they even are going to look at narrowly look upon me.
Yeah.
Or even Isaiah 47. Protect. Well, how's it go? Are you going to be able to hide from the power of the flame? Protect from the power of the flame? You ain't going to be able to stop it, man. Your monthly prognosticators, basically all your witches and warlocks that you go to for the answers and this and that. You ain't going to be getting, you're going to be, they go to Satan. Satan ain't be like, nah, I can't help you. I was tricking, I was deceiving. You know what I'm saying?
Well, guess what? The demon Satan goes shut. He's shutting it. That's what they're going to shut. Simple motherfucker.
The best, you know, in Batman. But I've given you a load of money. This gives you power over me. Satan's gonna be like, I work for myself.
Well, that was a lovely, lovely voice.
It's beautiful. It says Yuval Abraham, an Israeli journalist who broke the story after speaking with members of Israeli military who were shocked by committing atrocities. Abraham previously exposed Israel for using an AI system called the gospel.
He saw the devil.
This guy he's just a warlock.
The gospel, the good news.
Wow.
What the hell's wrong with this
He just say
nigga,
this,
man?
bro. He just say this, bro.
Crazy. to intentionally destroy
That
civilian.
the gospel means good news. This guy's bringing nothing but bad news. He's doing the complete opposite. What does it say? He cast the words of the Most High behind him.
Yeah, he's dark.
Devil, man.
He's turning the things upside down.
Spirit is not upright, man. That's right.
Yeah, for real, isn't it? Devil dog.
Go ahead.
And it says to intentionally destroy civilian infrastructure in Gaza, including apartment complexes.
Which is a war crime.
Yeah. Destroying the infrastructure, that's exactly what they're doing with Iran right now.
Yeah.
Taking out power plants, desalination plants. Like, come on, man, where they get the water, the salt water, and then they turn that into drinking water in that region. A lot of these things that people are going to starve.
Yeah.
And this man doesn't care, and guess what? He's never cared. That's why the scripture says the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. If not, where and who is he? Point him out. If it ain't him, who else is it? Who else can you point out that's doing this, that's bringing terror and dread to the earth? Who else? Who else is fucking doing this to the earth, man? You know, it's them. That's the people that you got to point out, man.
Hey man, it wasn't a Moabite, it wasn't an Ammonite, it wasn't a Hamite that went on TV and said, I from death.
Right.
You could start quoting that scripture.
Back if I eat up.
Yeah, you know, what did he say? I am the destroyer of worlds. And he just did that 1,000-yard stare. Who was that did that? The Edomite, man.
Yeah, Oppenheimers. Oh, DuPont family. Oh, waterproof coating, non-stick frying pans. Cancer, mate. You know? Now you got the devil's piss flowing through your lake. Now the farmer's cattle's got black gums. People riding through the, little children riding on their bikes in West Virginia with black gums and black teeth. This man is then you got babies being born with an eye there and an eye here. And his mouth is sideways. And his head's like an egg shape. And what the hell is this man's like? Bucky.
Bucky, yeah, that's the name.
Bucky, man.
Bro, his name it suits him.
And then they got the audacity to come up with a documentary called The Devil We Know.
Wow.
And it's all documenting what the DuPonts have done.
Hey,
and that's just the DuPont family.
Hey,
That's just
John D. Rockefeller's dad.
Yeah, he was a fucking.
I think they called him Wild Bill or something, but another name for him was called Devil Bill.
Yeah. Devil Bill.
Look it up, man. The guy was a snake oil salesman, man.
Yeah. Devil Bill.
Oh, the Sackler family with the opioid crisis.
Yeah.
Small hands.
Yeah.
Edomites.
Bro, even bro, even like we went in the information. You know now you got the Forbes list. Like the 30 rich black billionaires, millionaires and shit. The Forbes family got rich from the fucking opium trade. So here it is. They like classify people on their wealth by their invention or business. Well, how come you don't include drug dealers on there? You might as well. Because that's your family history.
You can't have the CIA on the list, bro.
Well, if you look at the Borgia family, they were known as what? The original crime family. A lot of Esau's things are built off of what? Crime. He's the original criminal.
No freaks.
Crimson.
You know?
Bunch of
And then
freaks.
with time, he'll turn it around on you. That you can't do that. Yeah, but hold on. If you look at all the top drug dealers, even they show you that in the movies, like Layer Cake and different movies, they show you that they're really in with the government. That's the only way you're gonna make it, man.
Yeah. They showed you that with that nigga series, Snowfall, Saint, all that. Bro, Franklin Saint got his dope from the government.
Because once again, if you've ever shipped anything across country, man, everything is in a manifest.
Isn't it?
You don't just have something illegal in a shipping. It don't happen unless someone on the inside is smuggling it in.
Yeah.
You know.
It could be in I don't know, dead great coffins of U.S. troops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be there. Like they showed you in American Gangster.
Yeah. Another one as well is just private jets. Private jets is ways to circumvent customs.
Right.
So like for instance with private jets you've got a lot of these things called ghost flights,
Right.
where basically like, for instance if I've got £1 million painting and I ship it through DPD, I'm going to have to pay import tax. However, if I fly it on a private jet, that's just luggage. You see it there. So then that's how a lot of people, the wealthy, move things across. Because even with private jets, you don't necessarily go into the terminal. right? So when you look at airports like a big airport in the UK, for this actually Luton Airport, where that's where you get a lot of the private jets fly from. You don't go into Luton, you just pull up, you get driven to your jet, and then you fly, right? And where you land, you don't even necessarily go in, like you may land in a Schiphol in Holland, right, Amsterdam, and you don't necessarily even go into the airport. You don't see the airport, you just drive out, get it, and then you keep it going. So then that's one of the ways that you can move things in and out of countries.
Well, at Stansted Airport, so like, at Stansted Airport, you got the main terminal, then you got like the cargo, and right at the outside, you can actually see it from cargo. Right outside, you can see the with the private jets. They're right outside. They're not next to like the fire truck people. So that's true, bro. That's what they do. They come in and out, man. They don't go through the same things.
You know, Esau obviously probably took him out, but that rapper that died, Juice WRLD, remember they was talking about how he died was because like supposedly on his private jet when he landed, he got buzzed for a search, and they found bad drugs and guns on the plane and everything. But apparently he took some pills, extra pills, and died or whatever. But if they got caught then, how long was they already doing this shit? You know what I mean? So that's why when Esau wants to have his little boys and girls on these rings, do whatever, bro,
So easy.
Esau don't need to hide them. He just have a jet. He's have shit. He got a plane. He got he circumvent all that shit.
Private jets.
Yeah, private jets.
Iranian children on there, all kind of children from
Good laugh.
Hostile, boy.
Hey,
That's a good example, though.
Yeah,
That's a
take
good
it.
example. Take it. Yeah.
but bro, even that film, 100 Days of yeah. But that film, it shows you. Cause I watched half of it, dog. That's a dark film. But that film, I watched half of it. Yeah. What scared me most about that film? There's a lot of things to be scared about. But a lot of things that scared me the most about that film is just the kids just go missing. Like the dudes go to these villages, kidnap your youth, and your youth is gone.
That's it.
And it's institutionalized, so they would actually breed a family. A family that every once in a while they just come to take one of your children, and that's it. And the whole town is built for it.
Again, desensitization, man. Remember Sound of Freedom? Do you remember that? The Sound of Freedom? The guy that played in the Passion of Christ.
That's his. He directed.
Yeah.
that.
Remember that? They showed you about that
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a lot.
Trafficking of the little youths and that. And then shortly after that, what came out? The Epstein files.
Yeah.
So you see, it's all being done strategically. You know what I'm saying? And he, pretty much that just got swept under the rug. Sound of Freedom was dirty, man.
And like even I remember at the time it came out, they was trying to like there was a lot of controversy.
There was a lot of controversy.
Trying to
would be.
Trying to shut it down.
You know what I'm
They're
saying?
trying to shut it down.
I never verified this, but they say that where you have a lot of underground bases, military bases around that area, there's an influx of children going missing. That's what they say. I never verified.
I mean, but it's plausible because same thing we was talking about when you have a lot of the military bases, you also have a lot of brothels nearby.
That's it.
It's all a service. They're providing a service to the troops that are in the particular area. Right? I remember even in Thailand, there's a particular strip that's known for a lot of the adult services, and apparently that was all created by the CIA.
Check it out.
Makes sense.
It says, AI system called the Gospel to intentionally destroy civilian infrastructure in Gaza, including apartment complexes, universities, and banks, in an effort to exert civil pressure on Hamas. It says these artificial intelligent military systems are a danger to humanity, says Abraham.
So these are the guys, these the hummus, yeah? These are the guys that flew in on them gliders and did all this damage, and now they got to respond with such force. They got to use lavender and where's my daddy? And AI. Now all the AI infrastructure, they've unleashed all of that because of hummus and the power gliders and what happened. I mean, come on, man. This is what this devil does, man. You know? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure next they'll have a system called pita bread or something. Hummus and pita bread. Take him out, bro.
And it says AI-based warfare allows people to escape accountability.
So this is why now, like you said, they've got to set a precedent, right? This is why now it's not genocide. They've got to set the they've got to set the the tone. Plus they've got to declare their allegiances openly.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says the least of the flock shall draw them out. These small hats, they're actually going to draw this thing to a head. This World War III, all the nations are about to be dragged into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh Shaphat, the valley of the Most High's judgment. That's what we're building up to. You know, and it's just a matter of time. You can see it happening. That's why you got them Carmanians, the dragons of Arabia. You got these, the Carmanians are raging in wrath. They're like the wild boars of the wood that they are. They're not backing down. It's all prophetic. It's all scriptures. And guess what? Iran's backed by Russia. China. Okay, a lot of the intel that they're getting, even the fact that they got all these drones and stuff, and how they strategically dug into the holes of the earth. Man, this is beautiful what the Lord's done. It's actually shown the whole world that American can get topped up. Do you know what I mean? Like, remember Friday, when Craig beat his ass, Craig. When he made Debo bleed for the first time. That's when people knew, oh shit, you got knocked the fuck out. Remember smoking? That's when people start realizing, hold on a minute, man, you ain't shit. Now it's a thing. Now we're entering into the nuke territory. Now it's a thing. I remember Elder Ariana saying, now we just gotta wait to see who's going to be first to launch that nuke.
Then the weak say I'm strong.
That's what we're waiting for. You know, let the weak say I'm strong. You know.
Aki, you got more than that, Psalms? Yeah. Let's keep going. Back in Psalm 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Yeah, man. So they're sharpening up. The brother brought Ezekiel the 21st. A sword is sharpened, bro. You know, their plans and agendas, they've been working on it for a long time, bro. You know? They've been working on it for a long time, bro.
Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution, you know. They control the narrative, you know. They control both sides. They create the problems. Hummus, AI, solution, you know. We need peace. It's not genocide. I mean, what the hell is this, man? The formula for chaos, man. He's got the formula. It's just recycled everywhere he goes.
I think I keep mentioning it. The scariest thing is the fact how people become dehumanized, bro. Like, if they can justify a reason of a child being just a car just going over a child's head, they'll justify it.
Right.
He's a criminal, and it showed you that in 1984.
Right.
You know, like, yo, if you ain't with the system, your life ain't worth nothing. And that's how it's gonna be. It makes sense why the scripture says he's gonna be hated of all men. It makes sense, bro.
Yes.
It makes sense because basically with a lockdown, bro, they was basically saying like the remember what they call it, the plague of the unjacked. You know what I mean? It was a plague. Oh, how did you having a plague end with us being the plague? I ain't trying to get vaccinated.
As soon as you sneeze or cough, cover your mouth.
How dare you?
You're killing us.
Yeah.
That was the pressure.
But that's what they started saying.
Yeah.
You killed Nanny, Grandma. Got that?
They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Yep. Who shall see them? But guess what? The Lord sees them. You know?
Well, they're being laid. Esau's being laid bare.
Exposed.
He's being exposed, and it starts with his prophets, the Lord's prophets. You know, like, I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Jeremiah 49:10.
Read that up.
Hey, yeah.
Now go on, bro.
If you look at, there was a mathematician called Robert Wiener, and he was in charge of, in World War I, he was helping with like trajectory of like what they call them, not catapults, but the modern day like
missiles.
Yeah, like they shoot like short range missiles.
Oh, yeah.
He was in charge of that, and what they did is they mortars. Mortars. And he was famous for pushing something called cybernetics, right? So So that's going back to World War One, World War Two. That's how far back it goes. Yeah? And I want to just read something about cybernetics quickly. Cybernetics versus artificial intelligence. While closely related, cybernetics and AI have distinct focuses. AI strives towards creating machine intelligence and focuses on the computational result. Cybernetics, on the other hand, uses the constraints of any medium, whether technological, biological, or social, to understand how information is communicated and controlled. Now, this is the point. It says modern applications. Cybernetics provides the theoretical foundation for brain-computer interfaces and advanced prosthetics that read nervous system signals to restore human movement. It was all about robotics all that back then. So that's, you know, the scriptures, the inward thought of them is deep. We're reading it. They were doing that back then, and even further. But that's an example of it. This guy Robert Wiener, you look into him, cybernetics. That's like the foundation of all this stuff. The internet, the Internet of Things, the chip, all of that. They were doing it from back then. Studies and all of that. So this man has had it in his mind for a long time.
Yeah, and really it's been a short time. The scripture speaks about knowledge being increased. If we look at the time span of the Industrial Revolution to now, it's fucking crazy. Like, if we look at what the Wright brothers, what, 1902, 1903?
06 was it?
Huh?
06 was it?
Or something like that.
Certainly,
It was like,
early 1900s.
Yeah, the first decade of the 1900s. Bruv, till now. It's not that long, bro.
Yeah.
What's that?
120 years-ish.
120 years, 126 years. Bro, just look at where humanity's become and just look at what existed far beyond that. Like the Greeks, Egypt, Rome, ancient Israel. But in the last 126 years, we got fucking drones and shit. 126 years, like, look how long shit has existed, like in humanity. But now the Lord just took it another level.
Check this out, bro.
That's the
yeah?
scriptures, man.
That cybernetics thing by Norbert Wiener, yeah? Sorry, not Robert, Norbert Wiener. So cybernetics, the book was called Cybernetics, or Control and Communication in the Animal and the Machine. It was published in 1948, right after World War II. So it's good to tell you, the Second War is past, the Third War coming quickly. The chip is the final, because we always say that, before the missiles hit, what needs to come? The microchip. The Lord has put it in their hearts of these elites to be doing this.
Can I build with you up? This is the term artificial intelligence was coined in 1956 at the Dartmouth Summer Research Project. However, its theoretical roots began in 1950 when British mathematician Alan Turing published Computing Machinery and Intelligence and proposed a Turing's test to measure machine intelligence.
And Alan Turing, so like Sarkis, is on the back of the, I believe he's on the back of the new 20 or new $50 bill, £50 bill, one of them.
And he's a raging. You can't say certain words on YouTube anymore. He's an abuse. He was an abuser of himself and mankind.
See?
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. Alan Turing is featured on the Bank of England
Super
polymer £50 note.
That's it.
So they're trying to put what are they? Well, by putting Alan Turing on the £50 note, the biggest nomination we have over there. What message are they trying to push? It's about money.
And don't forget the technology that the military has is far ahead of what we have. And like these phones and shit, it's technology that they've been had.
Yeah.
Like, it's so far. Yeah.
It was in Star Trek. People would tap themselves to talk their talk. Yeah. But it's just a long range walkie-talkie, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
And more important, as well as that, the Lord blessed them. He increased their knowledge for His purpose. You know, his blessing has become His curse, because this is all leading down into the path of His destruction anyway. You know.
And what you just said, this is Daniel 12:4, where it says, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words of this and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased."
Yeah, and that's what's happened. Like, you know, run to and fro. That even goes into the like, you know, the flights and how that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like, even like, you know, like now, you know, which brothers do it. You know, like if you do it in balance, it's alright. You know, brothers travel around the world and do things. You know, if you do it in balance, you know, it's alright. But the point is, traveling to different places is not actually. It's a new thing.
That's why you get jet lag.
Jet lag, exactly.
Which is a symptom of that. Because
circadian rhythms all the way up.
so yeah, completely effed
Yeah,
up.
yeah. But the point is as well, that was limited to like people who trade and shipping. You know, people would sail the seas and like explore, like just going to Marbella on a Tuesday and being able to go to Australia the 2 days after. That wasn't ever possible till recently.
75, even today, 75% of the world has never left the country that they were born in.
Yeah.
Just showing you just how much of a new thing it is. And
It shows you that it's a luxury.
yeah. And Esau's taking that luxury away.
Yeah.
Right. That's why, like, one of the things that they were saying is, with the whole thing with Iran, one of the things is that the operators didn't like how low airplane airfares got. So then for them, this is a perfect reason to just keep the numbers as high as they are. Because once again, as Bob was going into, back in the day, this was something that was very much reserved for the elites of society.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then...
Himself,
Oh no, I was going to say in terms of knowledge increase, we was talking about in 1906 was the first, 1900s was the first flight. Well, what they're trying to do now, right, which is an engineering feat unimaginable, is a direct flight basically from Australia to the UK or Europe somewhere.
Yeah, they're trying to do
20 hours, right?
That's
Which
crazy.
when you the amount of engineering that goes into something like that is actually kind of crazy, because the longer you fly, the more fuel you have. The more fuel you have, the less you can fly. So it's a paradox. You see it there, but they've been able to do it, man.
And they're making everything budget. These budget flights and all that, which the qualities of things going down as well.
Yeah.
You heard about the Ryanair guy?
Right. What do you say?
It was I think it was a flight to Greece. He got pulled out of the window, man.
Oh yeah.
His wife was trying to, the seatbelt was on. His wife was trying to hold him by his legs. Some guy had to
5
come and
minutes.
help
Yeah.
for 5 minutes.
Good.
He got sucked out the window, innit?
Good.
I ain't never seen
It was a Boeing, wasn't
His
it?
legs just dangling. She was like, help me!
You know what? I bet you he didn't expect that morning. I bet you after he had his cornflakes, put his frosty, put sugars on his frosties. I bet
He got like a certain degree. He got burns, innit?
Cactus speedo.
Yeah.
his I ain't even say that.
It says plus 972 reports says, quote, Lavender has played a central role in the unprecedented bombing of Palestinians, especially during the early stages of the war. In fact, according to the sources, its influence on the military operations was such that they essentially treated the output of the AI machine as if it were a human decision.
That's crazy. So that's the computer says yes. Computer says no. Like they just like they've allowed these things to make his own mind up. And it's real, like it's real. Like for brothers who something like like something that might happen as a bank glitch. Like sometimes say like your credit card, you actually might pay the payment due for the day. Like if you got like a minimum payment on a day. You actually might pay on the day's due, but if the payment's too big, like it might take time to be processed, and you might miss the payment, And officially, you've actually not, you've actually gone against your terms because you've missed the payment.
Yeah.
So then they'll be like, oh, we'll increase your interest because you missed the payment. You might go on the phone to chat to them, and it's like 15 minutes, bro, and you're just chatting to the computer. You know what I mean? It's like and it's like that computer system has already made a choice. Like, all right, you're cooked, and it's until you get to speak to someone after 25 minutes is when you finally can actually get that human to like, you know what I mean? To say no, actually, all right,
Fix the system.
We'll fix the system. Even with bank loans, when you get approved like on your banking app for a bank loan, or you get turned away. It was the system. It wasn't a dude in Pakistan. No. It was the computer system just said, did all the calculations with you and said no, or said yes.
But that was ordered out of chaos from 2008.
Yeah.
Because 2008, there were no controls.
Yeah.
It was a guy just being like, yeah, you're good for it. You know, so then there was like, look, man, we have to be more digital with it. We can't be having humans making these sorts of decisions. But who always gets the short end of the stick? Jake. Right? Because Esau's still going to get the decent loans. Right? The benefit of the doubt. But Jake ain't going to get loans like that. You know?
Quick precept. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. So all these automated AI, you know, you got 25 minutes, you talking to a machine.
Bro.
You know, there ain't no guy, you know what I'm saying? It's actually AI taking all these jobs. I spoke to a guy about this yesterday. AI is taking everything. He goes, you'll be alright though. You're straight. But AI is taking all these jobs. And I said to him, yeah, man, it's AI, ain't it?
Yeah. Here's people bathing the migrants. Fucking go and shank the computer, man.
Yeah.
Computers.
Yeah, but the thing is, no. At this rate, man, I saw one robot, man. It's laying tiles, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. It's in the cut. It's doing the first floor, then it's putting the pins in, then it's putting the slab, and it's moving to the next thing. No, nothing is safe.
Yeah.
And only the devil will want people out of work.
Yeah.
You
fucking AI
own
barbers
nothing
And be happy.
and be happy.
And be happy. That's
That's
it.
that e pluribus unum, man.
That's dumb.
That they even came out with a show called Pluribus, and they replaced the letter I with the number 1, letting you know that e pluribus unum spirit, they're in that Antiochus Epiphanes spirit. He wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. You own nothing. That World Economic Forum spirit, that's where it is.
Yep.
And they're gonna write to their whole kingdom, they all gonna get chipped.
Yeah.
But that's the internet of everything. That's what connects. That's the final phase.
Yeah.
That's when you finally merge. You know, and you become a part of his system.
Well, even that pact that basically all these nations signed on how to act in the next pandemic. Basically, a lot of the systems in place, it would actually go against the country's fucking own laws. It's like that becomes law. You know? It shows you, man.
Yeah, there was a super governmental bodies, basically.
Yeah. Basically, it's got more, like, it holds more weight than the law of the land.
Right.
It's like, if the next pandemic happens, this all
Well, it's a
we've
state
got
of
to do.
war.
State of war, yeah.
When there's a state of war, man, all bets are off.
Yeah.
That's when they get real draconian with it.
Oh, read the spoke with the dragon.
What, Revelation 13 and 11, isn't it?
Second part as well.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do that last part and then we're going to stop reading.
This is a second AI system known as Where's Daddy tracked Palestinian men on the kill list. It was purposely designed to help Israel target individuals when they were at home at night with their families.
I think we read that part. But yeah, that's the point anyway. You know, the point was how the computer got to a stage where the people would actually trust the computer to make a choice. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Imagine a computer just says, can't take him out. And then you'll just see a house with drones over you. Make you scrambled eggs. You look out the window, there's a drone there. And you carpet bombs your house. That's ridiculous. That's demonic. Right.
Yeah. Again, well, like Uk and I mentioned, that's Minority Report.
Yeah.
They had that. Hey, with was it Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
With Tom Cruise, man. Oh yeah, he's gonna commit a crime. Take him out. Simple. You know, ordo ab chaos. We need this order. We need this new world order, right? Based off of the chaos that we've created. That's the formula, man. The secret counsel of the wicked. You know. This is a revelation. You got more?
No. There's loads more, but
Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
yeah, man. So they're two bipartisan kind of system. right? They might seem as if they're on other sides of the fence, but it's two sides of the same coin, man. Right. You know what I mean? And Labour.
I was going to say, everyone's like, yeah, Andy Burnham, he's going to change England. And it's like, bro, it's going to be more of the same.
Pathetic, man.
What Trump?
It's already,
People forget Trump was a vaccine president. But he was the one that was actually woke. The deep state and all that. You know? People was actually like fucking up with red fucking jawbreaker. What's that nigga's name? Fucking Alex Jones. Like, Trump is a globalist. That red jawbreaker, man.
He said he's
Remember as kids, you used to have that.
Oh yeah,
That nigga was so red, bro.
He said people were saying, he's going to come up against the federal, what do you call it? The Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
But hold on, he's minted a new coin now. His face on it, and on the back it still says pluribus.
That's it. God.
He's the first president that's alive that's actually
Exactly, yeah.
How is this guy not Nero, man?
He's Nero.
That's it.
He's doing a lot. And he's everywhere. He's involved in the World Cup. Bro, this guy changed the red card.
Bro,
Yeah.
he had an MMA exhibition.
Yeah, at the White House.
White House lawn. This man is, come on, man. This man's,
Coliseum in the White House.
yeah, which apparently, the FBI apparently foiled a tea attack that was supposed to happen there. And there was teas that their plan was to everyone that was running out, they were going to headshot. Bro, this is the gradualism of this. The build up of this Black Swan event is crazy right now. Like, you gotta see the signs. Again, Ephesians 5:15. See that you walk circumspectly. See? Well, apparently the FBI foiled an attack that was supposed to happen on that lawn. And anyone that was running, they were supposed to be lined up. You know? So, hey, we can see, civil war. We're in the midst of a civil war. The Lord said, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. The modern day Egypt is America. The scriptures speak about what the streets, the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. You know? So it's just a matter of time before this chaos gets turned into that NWO and they push that chip. But when they go to do that, that's at Job 20.
The scriptures say foster violence so that great city will be thrown down.
Right.
Now the ultimate violence is going to be the missiles dropping, but before that, the pre-violence is going to be all hell breaking.
Exactly.
Chaos and shit.
Jacob's trouble.
What will life at being already kindled?
Yeah. Yeah, Jacob. Is there going to be a time of Jacob's time of trouble?
Benjamin said,
Yeah.
to Nate,
Because Nate got asked that question. You know what I'm saying? They got shirted. You know what I mean? They got shirted, but he got shirted hard. But there is going to be a time of a trouble. Yes, Jacob's trouble. It's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That's the elect, man. Go on, bro.
This is Jeremiah 30.
This is the purge.
Yeah.
This is the purge, man. And you saw Esau and his troops, them bald-head Edomites, they were running through the hood and they were taking out all them jakes and them tower blocks. And they ain't, remember the Dimitri from the hood? Dimitri ain't gonna be able to save you, man. Dimitri! Because he was like, I don't know, ex-army or something. He was a local, basically they glorified the local crack dealer. So he had his mob in the hood and they were taking out all of Esau's military. Get the fuck out of here, man. But they actually showed you they were pinpointing Jake in that purge. Because remember, you had the Latins linking up with the so-called Negroes. Remember? And they had shotguns and they were hunkering down in the shops. And they were fighting against Esau's troops in the hood. They showed you that they're coming for you, Jake. It's Jacob's trouble, man.
Racial tensions, that's what's been happening, especially this year. You've got these so-called white nationalists and Chad the Builder and all these characters, that hate Jake, man. What's that building up towards? Race riots, race wars, man. Purge. But anyways, this is
Get rid of him.
Exactly. Jeremiah 30:4.
Mud sharks.
Exactly. Stealing our women. Getting bare hurt. And it says, and these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
So a voice of trembling, fear, and not of peace. If you're talking about there ain't no time of Jacob's trouble, you're blowing an uncertain sound. So how's the people gonna make themselves ready for the battle? Like the scripture says.
Yeah.
If the trumpet don't, these are dumb dogs that do not bark. You got a dog in the house. Yeah, but I got this pit. And the dog, every time, you know, your house got robbed 5 times in a week. You know, because the pit bull just sitting there like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Treat. just blinking at the intruder.
Showing him around.
MTV
Let him
Cribs.
take him for a walk.
MTV
You know, come on, man. What kind of dog is that? Then you want a dog to, you know what? Look, man, I got 2 of them motherfuckers. Yeah? If you are a foreign entity and you are not known in that where I live, my dogs are going crazy as soon as you come near that house. So that's how a dog's supposed to be. But these false prophets are like dumb dogs that just don't bark. So what's the point? What's the point?
No warning.
Oh, another thing is a gift to stroke the heart, man. They're getting them doggy treats.
Yeah, the doggy treats. They quiet, innit? The doggy treats. Yeah, bribes.
Yeah, you see in movies where the dogs still like growling, and they're like, take that boy.
Yeah, feeding him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's true.
Didn't that happen in Thingy, though, in one of them Friday after next or something?
Oh,
With Day and
I've seen them things in movies still, yeah.
You know, and then the dog got fed, but I think they laced the ham or whatever, and then the dog just passed out or something. A dog that don't bark come on, man.
Useless.
It's useless. It's a security system. It's supposed to sound an alarm. Don't the scripture say sound an alarm in my holy mountain?
Ring the alarm.
Yeah, ring the alarm. Boy, go on, brother.
Oh, wait. Breaking news. 2
Oh.
US service members killed in Iranian retaliatory strikes.
Oh, the heat,
Escalation.
the fire rises. That's right.
hard.
Them Carmanians, man. See, they're going for like the wild boars of the wood.
That's right.
And a wild boar, a nature of a boar in the wild, man, once they're cornered, they're known to be very aggressive. You know what I'm saying? If you can Google it, since you like AI so much, Google it. You know, but they're known to be very aggressive. So they don't give a fuck. They ain't sitting down and they're making no peace treaties. No. They're saying, look, man, we're coming for you. And the dragons of Arabia too. Okay, now this can now, you spoke about Black Swan events, this could now spin out of control to the point where any one of their disgruntled family members or extended family members could just launch off something on American soil. At any time, over here. You got movies like Olympus Has Fallen, London Has Fallen, where everything is just a nice, calm day. Then all of a sudden, Mr. President, you know what I'm saying? Get down. And fucking cars are on their back. Everything. It's just chaos, quick. You know? Then you're in a fucking, what you got, it's Cobra meetings. Then you might be sitting there having me, what will we do? You know? This is how it's going to go down. And the people outside, they're going to be giving them draconian measures. Curfews are now put in place. Troops are now on the streets. You know what I'm saying? The military is now in effect. Curfew is now in effect. Just like they show you in V for Vendetta. Predictive programming, man. And if you caught out after dark, after a certain time, oh, you look like a nice piece of meat. Especially you women. You're going to be getting grabbed up in alleyways, man. I'm just trying to get home. You're trying to get... It's the 10th time I've heard that tonight, love. That's how it's going to be. They're going to be unzipping, man, like you said. They're going to be unzipping.
As soon as them lights are off,
That's it.
the whole city.
Moving silhouettes, like.
That's it.
It's going to be crazy, man.
It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child.
So if the men are going to be like women travailing with child, giving birth, then what are the women going to be doing, man? If men are going to be like women, then how are the women actually going to be? Like, real
Weaker
talk.
vessel, yeah.
And they're the weaker vessel. You know? So you women are going to get, man, you're going to understand. You're going to finally understand your rightful place.
Yeah, and bro, these people haven't, like, these people, especially in these major cities in the West, they ain't experienced, like, group grief, you know what I mean? Like, the whole town's mourning, the whole city, you know, like, you might have individual grief, but when everyone's crying, bro, when everyone's mourning, like, Venezuela, the earthquakes, man, shit. So that shit's fucking stomach wrenching when you see, like, whole families, like, you lost your son, you lost your whole family, it's just you and your little daughter left, it's a daughter and a mum left, like, the daughter and the sibling, They're like 4. They're the only one alive with the whole family in Venezuela and shit. That shit's fucking crazy, bro. Like, it just in a big shaking of the ground. The Lord through Esau, if Esau played a part, wherever it was, but still the Lord made the whole family fucking orphans, gone. Like,
What's gonna happen to them youths? What's gonna happen to them children?
yeah. Fucking probably,
Sound of freedom.
innit? I'm pretty sure them people who go and scout for kids over there, they will
Yeah, save
Those
the
like-
children rubbing their
up
hands
those
right now.
strategies clap. You know, those shaking their hands, those rubbing their hands like Birdman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
UNICEF.
you, I'm gonna take two of you, another one of you.
How old is he?
Yeah, and the fucking spit just
Drooling.
drooling inside of his mouth.
Crazy, man.
I got frosties. And
Yeah,
shit,
we know
you
about that. We know about the P gate.
Yeah.
We know about all of that, man. We know about the files. We know about the Epstein files, man. And we ain't
fucking X-Files.
Yeah, we know about the freaky files, the
Freaky files.
PDF files.
PDF. Just bad downloads. Like,
Oh, you thought we forgot about them files? Dirtbag.
more than that.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Yeah, it's pure terror, man.
It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, and that Benjamin, when he was questioning Nate, I heard you saying before I was going, he was right. Scripture says they'll tie him like a slavery, you know, a time, a tribulation, and all that. Yeah, but he was right.
Yeah.
He was.
And then now, the dude's acting like he never said that.
Yeah, exactly.
You morons.
I said at that time, you moron. Well, it was definitely a time of tribulation when them niggas in Kenya had the stones. They could pack the sign up quick. You know, he's using the sign to block the stones.
Yeah, but that, man, yeah, can't.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. But he shall be saved.
You know how dumb that is. Like, this nigga ain't even scouted though.
But that's what I was gonna say, bro.
They didn't scout the area at all.
Yeah.
They just, you know, like, even for me, bro, I know there's some parts of Ghana, if I got a sign stamping a white Jesus, I'm gonna get rushed. I know, there's some places I know I'm gonna get rushed, innit?
Bro,
I ain't even teach there.
that's the American exceptionalism.
Yeah.
We got free speech. We ain't in
Yeah.
America. You remember there was that Edomite woman? She was in Jamaica or something like that. We got free. They say in America.
I never. Yeah.
These are uppercuts, but
Yeah, like, for real, that's real like that. This dude just packed up somewhere, fucking next to a Kenyan barbershop. He's just outside. And then nah, it's free speech. We think this is America, bro. The speech is not free here. You know what I'm saying?
You got to pay for this.
You gotta pay for it. And then remember when they started shooting the sandbags and shit?
Damn.
How they were scattering, of course.
That shows you how powerful the so-called white man's image is.
Yeah.
On the earth. Like, you got casting systems set up after this devil, man. You know,
Globally.
among Elam, the lighter pale, you know, the paler you are, or the more lack of melanin you are, then you are just like adorable. You're the most beautiful.
Opportunities.
All of that, man.
What's that thing that they did in Latin America, man? And amongst the Portuguese?
Oh,
Blancamiento,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. We're like, no. Go on,
It's
play it.
something like where basically
I'll
your
just
mom's
show you the picture.
your mom's dream, if she was a so-called black woman, was for to basically be with a white man, and then her daughter to then be with a white man, so that the two generations down, it's just
Just
a
gets
white.
wiped out.
To fade out the colour.
Whitewash.
Yeah, whitewash the appearance.
Biological bleaching.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's this.
That's why he be wearing blonde wigs.
That's it.
You can show it on
What's
camera.
it?
Which ain't nothing but
What's the name
leprosy.
again?
It's there. It's
That's
above.
leprosy, man.
Is that the
According to
book?
scripture.
Yes.
Oh no, it's loading.
Okay, come.
Yeah, so you see Blancamiento.
Yeah.
And you basically just see that.
You know what I mean? It's basically a whole thing, you know? It's basically like, which a lot of these Eves do that, man. Like, Yeah, I mean, I remember when Eve from my college, you know, this brother, I was showing her. She's like an ugly bitch, man. The ugly bitch looks like an ant with heels on and lashes and shit. But this bitch, randomly for a while, she was in like Korea or Japan. She was in Japan, and she purposely went to get pregnant by Gook, innit? Yeah. So now her son's born, and he's all got lovely hair with his, you know, Gook, chinky, light skin now, and she's pushing him out to be a model. But it's really because of her low self-confidence. She had to travel to let her random Gook, nut in it and have a child up to just kind of help her beauty standard in her head. So, you know what I mean? But that ties into the picture. This is what the brother was talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like a black mother. She got popped by a white man, so if you've got a light-skinned daughter, and she wants a light-skinned daughter to have a grandchild that's white. So that's why, like in Brazil, a lot of them, like Neymar, you seen his son, Neymar's son. It's funny, it's a meme because his son was trying to talk to him on the pitch, but the guard stopped his son going in the pitch because his son looked like a white boy, like a whole ass white boy. He said, that's my dad, bro. You know. Still Jake, but that's the point is that mindset, the white image. You know? But that's why we're pulling down them strongholds, man. You know, that your fucking image isn't the so-called beauty standard. Anymore, and really the standard is been established now, but it's gonna be further established in the kingdom. Because now, remember that Chris Brown spirit, you know, that whole Drake white boy shit, which obviously they're Jake's anyway, but I'm saying that whole white man kind of image of what beauty is has been pulled down anyway. Now having a beard and a certain style is back in fashion. You know? And obviously when the kingdom is established, everyone's gonna see that your standard isn't the standard. That's right. That you're the least of all men. You know? And there's nothing you can do about it. You know? So yeah, does any brother have anything else? Yeah, I got something. Close out.
It's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 16.
Oh, beautiful.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened up the house of his prisons?
Yeah, it reminds me of the movie Trading Places. Remember, like, you know, when it got flipped the first time, he was low, like, oh shit, I don't know what the fuck was going on with him, man. He was pitiful, bro. Just, you know, looking at him so low. And that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom, man. All these Edomites from your elites. See, all these elites are, you know, they're the elites, innit? Yeah, but you Baconites, I want you to know, like, you know, like on your job, tone, and then all those Baconites that feel like they got something over you. Those are the ones, man. For me personally, you know, these elites gonna get dished out anyway.
Distribute.
You average because I was watching a bit of the video before I came. He was going into how, like, in slavery, there was these lower level fucking Baconites that was doing the fucking executions. It's true. Yeah. Same thing with the lynchings. You know them 100, you know that book.
Yeah, 100 years of lynchings.
Yeah, it was
Ralph Ginsburg.
That's it. All these local fucks. It wasn't It was the ones that grunt. You know what I mean? The low bacon that ain't wash. It was them. So that's why now these bacon are now trying to be like, oh, well, it's the establishment, it's the elite. Get the fuck out of it, man. You know? That's why your judgment's coming. Alright, so with that, man, you know, we're gonna say all praises be to
Yahweh, Hashem,